904-664-8217.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey guys, I'm Daniel Heilman from the brand new Fourscore Golf Tavern. We do elevated food, drinks, and golf simulator fun. If you're looking for a delicious meal or maybe a spot for a client, we have lunch specials every day. Need to entertain a few people from out of town? Easy. Just reserve one of our 4 simulator bays. Lunch service starts at 11 a.m. daily. Located in San Marcos Square, we'll see you at lunch at Fourscore Golf Tavern.
All Weather Contractors is hiring experienced commercial construction team members now. If you want the most competitive pay for your experience, eager for opportunity and advancement, and if bonuses, benefits, 401k programs, and employee stock ownership opportunities sound appealing, we should talk. We're a full-service multifamily and commercial construction company focused on building better careers for people with a purpose. Build a better career in the commercial construction industry. Apply online at allweathercontractors.com today.
Pickin' here. After work's done for the day, I know you like to find your favorite sofa or recliner and watch the game. That's why you gotta call ZeroRez this month. At ZeroRez this month, tell them I sent you, and you'll get 25% off all upholstery.
ZeroRez.
It's time to fire up the grill. Houston's Meat Specials of the Week. 10 pounds of fresh jumbo chicken wings, only $12.95. 2-pack pork spare ribs, only $1.99 a pound. And whole T-bone steaks at $5.95 a pound. Only at Houston's Meats, Main Street and 295.
Rise and shine, Google. It's go time on a Monday morning. Overheard just before air. When I was a kid in elementary school, going by the headlines, I'm not so sure this the same philosophy these days, but E.T., it was the 3 R's. You know what the 3 R's were?
No.
Reading, writing, and arithmetic. That's what it was.
Reading, writing, arithmetic.
Reading, writing, and arithmetic, right? The irony there is that only one of those actually starts with an R. Today I come with a different set of the 3 R's.
Let me hear it.
You ready? I'm rested, I'm relaxed, and I am ready.
Oh!
As we get you going here on the Monday morning quarterback divorcemenonly.com. I'm not going to be your typical radio host who comes off vacation and then acts like everything that happened last week is new. Certainly there were a couple of big events that we'll continue to talk about. Moving along, one being the Jaguars Stadium, and I saw the unveiling of the Stadium of the Future. It looks absolutely gorgeous to me. I'm sold, but hey, I'm on the extreme end of support, right? It's Jaguars or nothing for me. So there's that. And then, of course, the golf world got turned on its ear last Tuesday, and certainly thoughts on that moving forward. The one thing about that, and we'll talk more about this tomorrow as we go through the week, is the narrative on that has kind of changed from the shock of the initial announcement. But I thought I'd start with this, though. We kind of got a cleanse yesterday, a refreshing reminder of keeping sports in their perspective and forget about the politicalization and the greed and the money and who's funding what. We just got golf in its purest form yesterday with a playoff on the PGA Tour. A Canadian had not won the Canadian Open in some 70 years. It's like 1950-something, I believe, the last time a Canadian won the Canadian Open. And yesterday, Nick Taylor, a Canadian, put together an unbelievable weekend, and he got into a playoff with Tommy Fleetwood, and they battled and battled and battled. This after a very, encouraging day. And the Canadian fans, let me tell you what, buddy, they didn't know anything about any PIP programs or PIF funding. They were just there to root on one of their guys to try and win their Open and be the first to do it in a long, 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 long time. And it looked like Tommy Fleetwood was going to spoil the party. But if you were there and if you watched and saw the reaction when Nick Taylor won the playoff yesterday, that's why I watch sports. push all the other extraneous stuff aside. It's that. And there wasn't a person there in that crowd when he sank the longest putt of his career. He had a 74-foot putt on the playoff to make an eagle and win the tournament, and the place went mad. One of theirs on home soil winning the Canadian. Nick Taylor's a nice player, by the way. That's 3 or 4 wins now for him in his career. Tommy Fleetwood can do anything but smile. Give him a tip of the cap, a nod. Good game. And it just kind of reminds you, forget for a second who's funding, who's greed. And try, if you can, in today's day and age, to kind of keep it in that perspective. So, anyway, there's that. The Jaguars have a quote-unquote mandatory minicamp that starts today, but as we learned last year at this time, mandatory is a relative term. There's just kind of one lingering question, and I know I saw Josh Allen again when I was off one day last week, tweeted, I guess, something to the effect of, it's in God's hands, something to that effect, no? Right?
Doing something different.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, man. I don't know what it means. If you mean doing something different by this year, you're going to get 14 sacks. Hey, I'm all in, bro, whatever the plan is. I don't know what it is you're doing different. I like Josh Allen. He is a stand-up dude. He's been a great teammate. He's a hard worker. He's a leader by example. And I think we'll get a true idea on just what Doug Peterson thinks of Josh Allen when, quote, mandatory minicamp gets underway today, where, officially by the parameters of what they say, the vets that have been there through the voluntary stuff aren't asked to participate. Well, there was one vet that hadn't been there through the voluntary stuff, right? Josh Allen. So I don't know if that's a story today. I think that's something we find out more when I'm sure Peterson and company will meet the media. Again, this little 3-day minicamp. This is going to be first-year vets, rookies, more in that sort of line. And, man, we are just cruising toward it, aren't we? It's June 12th already, brother. 2 months. 2 months from today, I'll about be playing preseason football, won't we? Isn't August 12th the preseason? What's the preseason schedule in there? Is it not August 12th? It's something like that. So we're literally, we're 8 weeks away from playing ball. Now, granted, as we'll always enjoy about that first series of the first preseason game. That's okay. Can we just fast forward to the real stuff?
August 12th, we had the Cowboys.
Yeah, August 12th. 2 months from today, man. So Doug Peterson and company putting on some finishing touches to this offseason. I think there's maybe one more OTA day outside of this 3-day mandatory minicamp. But again, with Josh Allen, a no-show, and then the tweet that he put out last week, it's not like the Jags are screaming every media availability about where's our leader, right? So I don't even know if that will be a story today. To me, it's really not. Josh Allen, I trust, is one of those dudes that's getting ready to play. And if it's a symbolic statement of he would like to be here a long time, can we work out a long-term deal? That's the business side of things. It's bled over a little bit, E.T. It used to be the business side and the on-field side were so completely separate that there would not be that there wouldn't be the hard feelings inside the locker room and the film room, right? The front office and the GM and those guys, they took care of who was going to get paid what, and the coach coached. There's a lot more commingling now. A lot more coaches that have a hand in the personnel matters, and they may not be adding up the math when it comes to those kinds of deals, but they certainly have maybe a little more influence than that hard line that was drawn not that long ago, really, when it came to contracts and the business side of football, right? And that's what they say. I heard Saquon Barkley say it yesterday. Is he's under the franchise tag, doesn't want it, wants to be a Giant for life, but wants better odds than that 1-year franchise tag gives him. And I guess it's about time to maybe put a little harder eye on all these franchise tag guys. We're head toward a deadline where those things got to be signed or deal with the ramifications of them not. So, also, I saw, again, not revisiting, but referencing as we move some of these storylines forward, I saw Mark Lamping met the media last week as, the unveiling of that Stadium of the Future. And really, before we get to the future, and by the way, the further we get removed from, the sticker shock, I'm super confident that a deal gets done one way or the other. and that the city and the Jags and the community at large, we all come to an agreement that will keep our football team here for, most of our lifetimes. And that as an offshoot, we're going to have one of the most beautiful, nicest, most comfortable facilities in all sports, not just the NFL. And I'm confident we'll get to that. And I don't think it will come without some pushbacks and some nervousness and some mini contentiousness from time to time. Boy, for those of us that have been around since the get-go, and E.T. back in 93 when the Jaguars were pursuing getting a team, and they got into a stare down with the city, and Wayne Weaver said, "No, that's it." They pulled up. David Selden, the president, said, "We're out. Never mind." I mean, they're that close to pulling out of the entire expansion process. So, I wouldn't be too alarmed by any steps that would get. But again, when Mark Lamping, president, met the media and talked about those possibilities that were out there when it comes to playing your games off-site while any construction goes on. And there are a variety of ways that that the Jaguars can handle it, right? It could be a slower process, which would cost more money, but would allow you to play all your home games in the stadium as it's being refurbished. And then there's the more likely 2-year satellite season. And Lamping talked about those same prospects. Look, we brought them all up the day we learned that there would, likely be a temporary relocation. And immediately we talked about Gainesville, right? And we talked about Orlando and Camping World Stadium. And we talked about what it would take and how unlikely it would be that there would be a facility here in town that you could spruce up enough to NFL standards. And we also brought up, I can remember the very first mornings that we brought up the concept, the possibility of perhaps Daytona. And a facility down there that I'm pretty sure when they renovated it most recently, they did it with the idea of having other athletic events, and they have played football inside the oval at the Daytona Speedway before. And I think Daytona would jump at the chance, and so it became a little bit more newsworthy this weekend when the president of the Speedway said, "Yeah, we'll be talking to the Jags." And so Mark Lamping, in response to that, whereas Daytona didn't necessarily come up in his media scrum, recognizes the possibilities, and again, there is no great option here. And I know we each and all have our favorites, with the baseline understanding that, it is what it is. Many of you out there have had to remodel your home, or God forbid something tears happen. It's gotten struck by lightning, and you've gone and you've lived with the in-laws for 6 months. Right? It happens sometimes. And in this case, they're going to be playing somewhere else. There is no perfect option. I'm sure each will have their favorites for different reasons. But if it can be done from a facility standpoint, doesn't Daytona make the most sense?
I would vote for Daytona 100%.
I would too. To get to Gainesville and back, choked down on these 4-lane highways, balance it with the Florida schedule and what they have to do. I don't want to go to Camping World Stadium. Bleep Orlando. I don't want them getting a piece of our franchise that they have not supported one bit all these years. Orlando hasn't given one damn about the Jaguars. I don't want to play in their town where they won't show up for the games. I don't want to know. Sorry, Orlando. Thanks, but no thanks. If Daytona were a good NFL-ready option, I just, let me, look, E, you've been to the Daytona 500. You went this year.
I did.
Pretty straight shot.
It was easy.
You hop on the interstate and boom, you're there in an hour. And technically from door to door for many of you, it may be about the same going to Gainesville or going to Daytona. We certainly know going to Daytona is a lot closer than going to Orlando. It's about, 2/3 of the way there. Saving a lot of time. I think Daytona is feasible. I mean, look, if you're among I'd like to see some season ticket holder demographic breakdown. And I'd be curious to see where the fan base is coming from, the season ticket holders are coming from. I'm sure there's a large number from St. Johns County. I'm sure they're even south of St. Johns County, right? A lot of people on the south side, and anyone from downtown south is going to be, it's going to be as close to Daytona as it is to Gainesville. So I kind of think Daytona would be more the long shot. I do, and I know they'll talk and think about it. It seems like such a standalone race facility, and I don't know, what would go into all of getting it NFL ready, but interesting, for sure, nonetheless. All right, let's take our first little time out. We do have breakfast with Baselli today, so we'll talk Jaguars football with him. We'll also welcome in Sharks coach Jason Gibson. Their victory for the Sharks this weekend. So they've gotten hot, as expected. And we'll get the latest on their – what are we, about halfway point, E?
Yep.
Yeah, about halfway point. When we come back on the other side, though, Joker's wild, whether you're in the NBA Finals or the French Open Final. We got College World Series notes. And there are some interesting ones. And first and foremost, obviously, from our perspective, and we'll lead it off with a Gator Growl when we return, Florida's hopes of advancing to the College World Series over the course of the weekend played out to just terrific results. Spoiler alert. So you probably heard that by now. They wrapped it up by Saturday. So we'll get into a little bit of that on the other side as well. And we'll also do the hat reveal, a little story behind today's hat. And, yeah, we're going to come to this. I'm about ready to pile the hats up here and let's,
Likewise.
Let's call it a summer. We just didn't have the stamina, did we, brother? Yeah, and I got to go away again. I got to go to a wedding in San Antonio. I'm off Friday, Monday, and it's just, it's
just too much.
It's just too much, man. And because then I even thought about, okay, I was off last week, I'll bring in 6 hats, and then I'm getting ready. I'm like, do I really want to go? Because I'm definitely to the point now, for sure, there's some hats I'm not positive if I brought them in yet.
Me too. I was like, man, did I wear this hat yet? You know what?
Oh, boy. All right, anyway, up and going. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorcementOnly.com. Listen, it's not all about divorce. If there are family law issues affecting you men out there, it could be child custody. It could be a variety of different things. You need to have a game plan. You need to going into the whatever's coming your way. You need to know what to expect, and that's what you are going to get with DivorcementOnly.com. So we're back with more next. Glad to be in the chair again here today. We'll come back with more on the other side. You're listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Turn on the radio.
In your car, 92.5 FM and 1010 AM.
Would you like to drive for a while?
In your house, at the beach, on your phone, at the gym, on vacation, out of town.
Well, everyone knows that.
Download our free 1010XL app for all smart devices.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. What's better than beer? Cold beer. Put your company logo on a custom koozie. Check them out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
Hey, this is Jason with Bueller Air Conditioning. Why do we love to go to that awesome grocery store where shopping is a pleasure? Why do we choose that amazing chicken sandwich where the service is fast and friendly and it's always their pleasure? You see, those brands are a promise. Here at Bueller Air, our team is committed to serving the customer and delivering that same kind of brand promise. Our mission is to be the most trusted brand with friendly and professional service every single time. Give us a call today or visit BuellerAir.com.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Praz, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, man. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course,
oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it!" and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
I'm Dr. Rappaport with the Aesthetics Center off JTB and Southside. Does your dad's back hair rival that of a starting lineup? Does his face show more lines than a football field? Well, I've got you covered this Father's Day. Give your dad the gift of confidence with our Botox and laser hair removal services. You can even make him an appointment online at jacksaestheticcenter.com or call me at 808-2455. 808-2455. Give your dad the winning treatment he deserves.
Does your home or building need painting? For over 20 years, Performance Painting has had the privilege of preserving many of Jacksonville's most prominent buildings. That said, we feel like we're just getting started. I'm Jason Parker, and our team thrives on preparing, protecting, and preserving the homes, businesses, and public buildings that make up our local landscape. Contact us today to put our years of experience to work for you. Performance Painting, prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting!
Are you an experienced automotive technician and tired of working for employers who put profit over people? Then come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road and get trained on how to diagnose and rebuild today's complex transmissions. See how we're different. Get traction on your career and come to Action.
Equal opportunity employer. He used to cover the Jags. Now he's a CBS Sports senior NFL writer.
Well, I believe you got everybody's attention.
He's Pete Prisco. Friday afternoons on The Frangie Show. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles on 1010XL.
Listen, joint pain is a thief. No two ways about it.
That's football legend Emmitt Smith, who knows a thing or two about pain.
It steals your joy, your time with family, or doing things you love. It can even steal your livelihood. But QC Kinetics can help put a stop to that.
Don't hand everything over to pain. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, a cutting-edge technology that helps relieve pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, and back using healing properties directly from your own body.
It's easy. Get treated in the office and walk right out afterward.
Simple, right? And QC Kinetics' remarkable all-natural treatments deliver long-lasting relief without surgery or long recovery times.
Don't let soreness or achiness rob you of doing the things you love. Tell that pain, not today, not ever. You've got QC Kinetics on your side.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Are you tired of having a plain and boring backyard? Really want to impress your family and friends this year? Then stop by Stone Core on Phillips Highway. Imagine hosting guests at your new outdoor kitchen, relaxing by your custom-built fireplace under a brand new pergola. Stone Core can also remodel your old pool deck and beautiful new pavers. Make your backyard wishes a reality. Visit Stone Core on Phillips Highway and let's get started at stonecore.co. We do outdoors better.
You know, many plumbers won't quote prices over the phone and instead charge a service fee for an in-home estimate. Of course, because they know once they're in your home, you're probably not going to send them away. But Roland Reach Plumbing is different. Roland will give you a price quote over the phone. And there's never a trip charge or service fee for an estimate. So if you've got a leak and can't wait a week and don't like paying unnecessary fees, call on Roland Reach Plumbing at plumbingjacksonville.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Valor, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
We had some cuckoo stuff going on in South Florida this weekend, and more on that in just a second. I mean, like Conor McGregor punch out a mascot. I can't wait for Cat Chat this week.
He hit him so hard.
Did you know about this boxing exhibition between Floyd Mayweather and John Gotti III? Did you know about this?
I just saw that on social media yesterday.
Gonna get to that also. That descended into absolute chaos. Listen, I know Money Mayweather can walk a different walk than most people. I don't know if I go getting into beefs with Mafia Don's kids.
Content heavy today, baby.
I don't know what the hell that was down there, though, but we're going to dive into that before we get through this segment. All right, listen. We hear you. Anytime we mention, killing the hat gig, you come at us. You boys are soft. We're enjoying the hat. Okay, whatever. Well, we keep threatening, but here we are today with another hat unveil. So activate the YouTube this morning, or the Twitch, or the Facebook, or wherever it is you're watching. Wow, look, tan and rested.
Hey, my dog got some color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My leg's about dark as yours are, my man.
Out there on the boat?
Yeah.
You was on a boat?
Yeah, I was no weights and fish. I did go out on a boat with Kev.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fished with Kevin on Thursday with my two sons and my son-in-law.
He told us on Friday. He was like, yeah, it was with Jeff.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, we had a good time. But yeah, no concerns. Like somebody said on the text, hey, man, put a hat on. He's had skin cancer and all. I have the most amazing, I'm sure that some of this is like hereditary or luck or whatever it is. Every time I go to the dermatologist, she tells me I have the best skin she's seen all week. And and again, I'm not advocating this as the strategy. I never use sunscreen. I was just at the beach for the week. I put sunscreen on every day on just one place, on the tops of my feet. I got these, listen, bro. This farmer's tan now. There's a golfer's tan.
What's up, my brother?
Right. That's what I'm saying. My feet are so daggum white, bro. If I my legs, everything can take that sun, but the top of those feet, boy, I'll burn them off.
It's crazy. So you only put suntan lotion on the top of your feet?
On the top of my feet.
That's wild.
The only place it goes. I do wear hats a lot, by the way. Anyway, I digress. Let's do the hat reveal. You go first. What you got in there today?
We talk about just the hat. Well,
what's that, Blue Jays?
Blue Jays.
Yeah.
I just like the hat.
Yeah.
I saw it, picked it up.
Yeah. You have a few like that. You just like the hat.
Yep, just the hat.
Man, I don't know. I don't want to be. We can almost make a drinking game party foul out of this. I want to almost think that you've worn that hat already.
Nah.
You're
right.
positive.
We do need to have like a party foul thing, but no, I don't think so.
That's okay. Because you got 3 or 4 that you just like the hat, so there was another. Boy, man, it wasn't the Blue Jays.
I'm gonna go through the archives. I hope I didn't.
No, that'd be the first. Yeah, I got a minor story behind the hat. Let's put this thing on for today.
You know what? I thought that was a Sharks hat whenever I saw the colors.
Right.
I've never seen that.
It's different. Here's why. This is a. Here's the story with this hat. Which side? Yeah. See, it's got the. It's an All-Star. I was watching the All-Star game one year.
Bring it down. Yeah, there you go.
All right, so the Major League Baseball All-Star game I was watching one year, and I saw the hat. Oh, yeah, there I am. There you go. So it's got the All-Star game logo on the side, and I really liked the hat that they were wearing that year, and this is some, I don't know, 6 years ago maybe, 4, 5, 6 years ago. Here's the interesting part of the story. If it wasn't the first, it remains one of this day the handful of things that I've ever ordered online.
To actually do the work.
How old am I? How old am I? I literally have ordered things online like 3 or 4 times my whole life. You can't believe my whole life. Yeah.
Jeff ain't going.
Right. Yeah. I go get my stuff in real life. Pick them up in person. I want something. Yeah.
The fact that you remember, I ordered this hat online.
Of course. Now, I ordered this one online, and it may have been the first time that I ever made an online purchase. He is laughing. I've survived. Yeah. That's how. By the way, the Braves did me a super solid. You know what happened on vacation?
Oh, they tapped that behind.
You know what didn't happen on vacation? The Braves didn't lose a game on vacation.
Right.
The Braves won every slap game they played for me on vacation, including, as I'm sure you heard documented here, but not as loudly as, if I had been here, including just tapping that thing 3 times in a row from a 3-run deficit or more. That would be the Mets, who we pretty much buried. Did he have the funeral yet? Where's he at? Where's his mindset?
Ain't no telling where Buddy at. I know he was tripping on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tripping.
Yeah, I wonder, the funeral, it's too early to do the funeral, by the way. The Braves were 10.5 back of the Mets last year, but we all know the DNA differences between these two franchises. The team that's in hot pursuit, ET, are your Florida Marlins.
Yes, sir.
I guess Miami Marlins, I should say.
My boy's balling.
Bro, they're 8K. They got the same. Here's a little stat for you, gang. You ready? The Marlins had the same record as the Dodgers. They're 37-29. They had two stirring comebacks this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, ninth-inning comebacks to win 2 out of 3 on the road against the White Sox. And they're chugging along, trying to keep pace with the Braves, just 3.5 back.
Put some respect on our name.
Yeah. Yeah, just 3.5 back. The Marlins are positioning themselves as the second-best team in the National League East. And the Mets are throwing up all over themselves. The Phillies have gotten hot, but it's coinciding with the Braves and Marlins both playing good baseball already. So, Marlins, tip of the cap, man, 3.5 back. I'll give them credit. But Atlanta just, they did us right. I'm in a house. Don't kid yourself now. We're down there in a house full of Braves fans too, right? So that was nice. College World Series this weekend. Florida Gators, I believe it's the 13th time in program history. You know, Florida went to the College World Series for the first time when I was in school in Gainesville. So, you know, they've made all their hay here lately. I think I saw that the Florida men's outdoor track team won a natty this weekend. So they're red hot in sports that aren't basketball and football. What, we won a golf last year. Did the T-shirts come in? I'm ready for my T-shirt.
Well, he ordered them.
Okay. So Florida really is, you know, they've done it all. I think their first College World Series appearance was like 1988, I believe. Like 1988. So what, 88 to now? So that's 40, 30, 35 years? So 35 years. They made 13 of those, and they just did a little two-step right into the College World Series with a sweep of South Carolina over the weekend. So Florida is on, has advanced. LSU from the SEC is on. They have advanced. The top seed, Wake Forest, hit, I think, 9 home runs yesterday against Alabama. You know, it's amazing how the same two colleges can play in different sports and just be the total, like, if there were a 16-team college football playoff, number 1 Alabama might play number 16 Wake Forest, and they will beat the pants off of them. And here we are in college and baseball, another sport, and Wake Forest is the number 1 seed, and they're beating the pants off of number 16 Alabama. Wake, by the way, is into the College World Series for the first time in forever. Oral Roberts upset Oregon, a 4 seed. 4 seeds, you know, don't make it all the way to Omaha very often, and they won a series on the road. Tennessee had a kid hit a home run yesterday. I question the measurement here, 479 feet, which would be by a long distance the longest home run in the majors this year.
Oh, he boomed that thing.
479. I don't know how they tracked it. It looked like it went back into the forest somewhere where he hit it. But they're at Southern Miss, and that series is now tied at 1 apiece. I think all totaled 6 of the 8 teams are in. And like Virginia, I know is in. Did Stanford tie Texas, or did they go through? There's a couple still to be filled, but Florida will be in that, you know, exclusive group, trying to win a national title in a sport that really matters. Not that the others don't, but baseball, I think, has done a good job here these last 10, 20 years of elevating itself, college baseball, to a more visible, you know, platform in relation to basketball in particular. I mean, nothing's going to touch football, but hey, we know that. I told you how excited the Canadians were, and it was just kind of fun to watch that golf yesterday outside of all these ugly other parameters, right? Well, I'll give you another example. All of the Canadian players on tour, they all stuck around. They were all following him around. It was like a Ryder Cup event. And then a couple of the European teammates of Tommy Fleetwood were following him around. But when Nick Taylor made that putt, the 72-foot eagle putt, the longest of his career, when he made that putt, everyone, by the way, is telling me to put the sunscreen on. Again, I'm not advocating anything. I do, and I should. I mean, I admit that I should. Let's don't bog down in that. So, in the middle of the festivities, the Canadian golfers were there. So Taylor makes the putt. They win. Adam Hadwin, who is a member of the PGA Tour, he's won on tour. He is among the Canadian contingent of PGA Tour players who are there. He goes to rush out onto the green to celebrate with, with his countrymen. Well, the security guard doesn't know that. He thinks he's just some Joe running out of the stands. He just levels him, man. He tackles him on the green. This just in, a lot of these PGA Tour pros, not the biggest dudes. So anyway, he's running out with the champagne, trying to join all his buddies. Security came over and clotheslined him. Tommy Fleetwood, believe it or not, has never won on the PGA Tour. He was looking for his first PGA Tour win yesterday. Came up just short again since 2015. No player has more top 5 finishes on the PGA Tour without a win. And you want to talk about a guy who's due or who is flawed. Which one? By the way, no American player in the top 5. This is an amazing stat. PGA Tour events, the last time an event finished without an American player in the top 5, you got to go all the way back to 2019 at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. A very international leaderboard, a Canadian influence for sure, and a clotheslining for Adam Hadwin, who was trying to celebrate with Nick Taylor. All right, you want to talk about clotheslining? I assume that this is the deal. The mascot knew that Conor McGregor he's promoting some sort of like cold spray for pain. By the way, we just reinvent the wheel. Like, y'all remember back in the day, did you catch any of the era of the cold spray?
I don't think so.
Okay, so they used to have cold spray, bro. When we sprained our ankle or we got nicked up on the football field or somewhere, they'd bring out this aerosol can of this icy cold stuff, and they would spray cold spray on you.
I don't remember that.
No, so I'm saying in a way we're kind of reinventing the wheel. They're going to bringing back what is on. Listen, if you're of my generation, even a little bit younger than me, you remember the old cold spray. Ball, you'd be at bat, a little 11-year-old in Little League, that ball hit you on the elbow, they'd run out, spray that cold spray on you. I guess in theory, I need to file that away and ask Doc, what about the cold spray, Doc? We've talked about that. Anyway. They spray that cold spray. McGregor is promoting some sort of cold spray, right? And so then it was like halftime or in between quarters or something. Bernie, the mascot for the Heat, is out on the floor, and McGregor comes out, and he just decks him. And, man, I mean, he hit him hard. Now, I'm assuming McGregor thought there was padded. The dude knew what was going on, and he could punch him as hard as he wanted to. I don't think that Conor McGregor was trying to hurt the man inside the mascot. Man. I think he thought that big old, padded deal, he wouldn't even touch him. That's what I think. Anyway, knocked the dude out.
Like, he hit him twice. Even when he hit the ground.
And the second time, and then he went back with the spray stuff, and by then they were getting to take old Bernie. He's got to go to the hospital. So there was that. And then, dude, I don't know what in the world this was with this Floyd Mayweather, John Gotti III boxing exhibition. Last night, they were at the Florida Live Arena down in South Florida. Chaos erupts in the middle of the bout between Mayweather and John Gotti III. It was called off in the 6th round. People from both of the fighters' camps and the crowd flooded the ring and started fighting. Things got out of hand fast. Mayweather, he gone. Quickly left the ring to get out of there. It was chaotic from the outset, though. It was delayed briefly. The two camps got into it early on. Mayweather was toying with Gotti the whole way through, which makes sense. Gotti kept complaining. He got called for holding late in the 5th round, complained to the referee again about being hit in the back of the head at one point, threw Mayweather into an illegal hold, and then in the 6th round, when things hadn't changed, Bayless, the ref, called the fight off. Gotti wasn't having it. He ran around Bayless, tried to keep fighting Mayweather. That's where everyone swarmed into the ring, fights in the crowd, outside of the ring. Man, I do not want to be in that arena, Bros, if you get those two sides involved in some sort of, hand-to-hand combat. And again, I know Mayweather walks with a certain swag, buddy, and he may have nothing to do with any of this. Maybe it's the referee that might, hope he doesn't wake up with a horse head this morning. It's a Godfather reference, but John Gotti III, yeah, you got it. That's Gotti's, I think, kid, either son or grandson. We'll take a pass on that one. All right, and Joker's wild. First, there's Jokic, who, boy, had a pedestrian game, but the Nuggets won another one in Denver over the weekend. I suppose after Miami pulled the upset, we wondered if that Heat moxie wasn't going to play out and through, the entirety of this series and where it might head. But Denver answered with a quick 1-2, and they'll go for the knockout tonight, leading the series 3-1. It sure seems like Denver is going to hoist the trophy for the first time in franchise history. If there was a team that I guess it would be foolish to totally give up on, it would be the Heat. But I will say this, while they have fought here and there, they haven't been down like this. They weren't down 3-1 going back to Boston. They were up 3-1 going to Miami. Right? So I don't know if I'm sorry, they were up 3-1 going to Boston. And after losing 2 and getting to 3-3, what did they do? They went on the road and they won in Boston. They lost the first play-in game to Atlanta. They trailed Chicago with about 5 minutes to go. They weren't even going to make the postseason. But as we suggested and surmised both before the series and after the Game 1 blowout by Denver, the Nuggets are just way better, man. Way better. Jokic is due. He's going to get his, and I would imagine it would come tonight. And then, as I said, Joker's wild. Novak Djokovic. Here's another guy who has risen above all the politics and the controversies in sport. This man's overall legacy was impeded by the forces that be none more guilty than here in the U.S., where back in September he wasn't allowed to come play the U.S. Open because of COVID. I mean, it's just so flat out ridiculous. It's unbelievable. To make the man take a vaccine that I guess I saw the stats came out this week make you like 13,000% more likely to get myocarditis. Yeah, let's make athletes in peak condition take a vaccine to play an event that now the research is starting to roll out and say, yeah, it truly was dangerous in some cases. Now, look, that doesn't mean the vaccine is bad and for certain people, but I'm keeping this from a pure sports perspective. Forcing these completely healthy athletes to take the vaccine was always a bad strategy from the beginning. Unless they wanted it, which was also fine. But to force them was a terrible strategy. These aren't 64-year-old obese men or women or anyone else in a more vulnerable area. And those that did have those parameters. But I don't forget that. Djokovic has been denied the ability to play 3 or 4 Grand Slams along the way because he held strong in not wanting to take the vaccine. And so it has slowed his progress to becoming the most accomplished male tennis player of all time. And he set the record yesterday with number 23. Ironically, Rafa Nadal, who has just dominated the French and couldn't play this year because of injury, is who he passed. Djokovic isn't done. There aren't a ton of dominant men on tour right now, and Joker's not getting, any younger. But at the age of 36, having just won his 23rd, can he get to 30? I don't know. I don't know how he can go. I saw the GOAT, though. Tom Brady was over there checking it out. That says something. Football Fix, when we return, there is news and notes from around the National Football League. And a couple of interesting texts from the 1010XL text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures when it comes to the potential of playing football at a racetrack. In this case, the Daytona International Speedway. So glad you're up and at 'em with us. You're listening to The Drill. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorcementOnly.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's VSiN Action Update on 1010XL. Now, here are the latest lines from my guys in the desert.
This update brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning, a proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Florida Gators are headed to the College World Series. They're plus 350 to win the title. Wake Forest is a favorite at plus 275. LSU plus 320. Then it's Florida, followed by TCU at 7-1. Remainder of the College World Series field will be set today. Baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays and Zach Eflin on the mound, a $2.50 road favorite at the Oakland A's. Denver Nuggets laying 9 against Miami at Ball Arena in Denver in Game 5 of the NBA Finals today. The total 209. The Nuggets with a win will win the title. Scotty Scheffler 7-1 to win this week's U.S. Open at the Los Angeles Country Club.
Sign up now for your free VSiN subscription at vsin.com/subscribe. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Duck Duck Air Conditioning, a division of Duck Duck Rooter, is looking for experienced and dependable HVAC services technicians to join our growing team. Duck Duck Air Conditioning is committed to delivering the highest level of service to our customers. Successful candidates will be hardworking, dependable, possess strong problem-solving skills with at least 2 years of HVAC experience. Ready to get to work? Please visit our website at duckduckac.com and click on the careers page. We look forward to hearing from you. That's duckduckac.com.
Duck Duck AC is an equal opportunity employer.
Did you know the 2023 Honda CR-V Hybrid never needs to be plugged in? The onboard system charges the batteries for you. When you think Honda, think hybrid. Good for the environment, great for your budget. Visit your local Honda dealer to experience the CR-V of the future today.
I think I've been positioning Pet Paradise for you pet owners just perfectly. All right? You want the best for you and your pet. You get it with Pet Paradise. And so when it comes to that, Pet Paradise are the innovators. Everyone else, the imitators. They are giving you the absolute best for even the pickiest pet parent. We know how much you love your pet. We know how much your pet loves you. So for everything from state-of-the-art locations to the swimming pools to the indoor-outdoor suites, they got small guests in tiny town, on-site veterinary care. They have it all for you, and now even more. You know why? They're the innovators. Bring out the best in your best friend with now available dog training with certified trainers at Pet Paradise. Your pup can unleash their full potential while lapping up their resort-style amenities. From sit and stay to shedding, frustrating behaviors like jumping and nonstop barking, your pet is in the best possible hands with our friends at Pet Paradise. Go to petparadise.com.
It's the little things like a peach milkshake on a warm day that makes summer sweet. And now you can head to your local Chick-fil-A and enjoy a favorite summer treat again. Hand-spun the old-fashioned way, this refreshing milkshake features Chick-fil-A Ice Dream and peaches. It's the perfect cold treat to enjoy outside on a warm day or with friends and family after dinner. And it's here for a limited time. So swing by your local Chick-fil-A and treat yourself today.
Is your house exterior due for a wash? First Coast Home Pros has thousands of 5-star reviews for a reason. They get amazing results on even the toughest pressure washing jobs. Schedule now at firstcoasthomepros.com.
Mike Dempsey for Tire Outlet. Is your vehicle in need of some TLC? Bring it to the experts at Tire Outlet. With over 40 years of experience and 15 locations across Florida, Tire Outlet is the brand you can trust. Our certified technicians do the job right to get you in and out in no time flat. Hurry in for great deals on tires and auto services. We offer free tire rotations, free brake inspections, rebate offers on brand name tires, and a legendary price match guarantee on every set of brand new tires. Tire Outlet, wholesale prices, premium service.
Weekends were made for sports, and I'll tell you my take on this weekend's best options. Pick it here. Watch for Weekend with Dan on YouTube and Facebook. Weekend with Dan is brought to you by Stone Core. We do outdoors better.
Active and pain-free. That's the ticket. Dr. George Barry here, and I know that's the goal of every patient I see. They want the best possible care so they can go back to enjoying life. That could be pick up basketball, golf, tennis, running, or just working out. It all requires you to be as healthy as you can be. If joint pain is taking its toll on your active lifestyle, come see me at Barry Orthopedics. We have locations all over Jacksonville and can diagnose and treat even the most severe joint pain. A homegrown Jacksonville practice. Find out more at BarryOrthopedics.com.
Are you ready to upgrade your summer vacation? General RV is here to help. This week, you'll get top dollar for your used RV when you trade it in during our Trade Up Sales event, June 14th through the 18th. Whether you're looking for a different model or a whole new way to camp, there's never been a better time to trade up. Don't have an RV to trade in? You can still get up to 40% off our huge selection of RVs, only at General RV, in Orange Park on Wells Road off 295.
This is Hayes Carline for Kingfish Pest Control. Look, warmer weather now means mosquito, flea, and tick season is here. These pests are out for blood, but you don't have to let them win. Protect your home and family with Kingfish Pest Control. As a Kingfish customer myself, I know their products are safe for kids and pets. Plus, with a 100% satisfaction guarantee, you can relax knowing your yard is pest-free. Call today, mention the Jags to receive 10% off your initial service. That's Kingfish Pest Control, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Warm weather means the beach, fishing, golf, and more. Make sure to drop into Daly's and grab a cold case to go. From Bud Light to their seltzer, from Mick Ultra to Modelo, or your favorite crafts like Gold City or Sweetwater. Grab and go at your local Daly's.
If you want to get into broadcasting, 1010XL is partnering with the Broadcasters and Sportscasters Mentoring Group to offer on-air broadcast training to a select few. Find out how you can be mentored at getintobroadcasting.com. Getintobroadcasting.com.
Hey, poker fans, summer is upon us, and the Bestbet Summer Swing Tournament Series will be hot in June. From June 1st through the 25th, the Summer Swing will feature all 3 Bestbet locations, from St. Augustine, Orange Park, and Jacksonville, with 7 tournaments and guaranteed events from $30,000 up to $100,000. Don't miss the action-packed Bestbet Summer Series. Visit bestbetjacks.com for complete schedule. That's bestbetjacks.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Valor, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville.
All right, you know what that music means? Got some speed monitoring out there this morning. If you're on a JTB, you are being joined this morning by Ponch, John, and the old Chips crew. Shooting in both directions. So keep those speeds down. Keep that cash in your pocket. And always remember that the speed monitoring report is brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. You know, they got radar detection over there and so much more. Home with a big honking horn. And, man, it's the first thing I did when I became truck guy. Went over to Catlin. Those WeatherTech floor mats, they have saved me 6 times already. You know what I would have in my new truck right now? I would have coffee-stained carpet floor mats is what I'd have. Not with that WeatherTech, man. Just pour it out like it's meant to do. So any and everything you need, including a little monitoring report this morning. If you're on JTB, keep those speeds down. I'm going to get to a football fix here. Just a couple of hot headlines from around the football world. We'll do that in just a second. But I've had 3 or 4 people on the text line ask me for, kind of a fish report update. Y'all know what I like to do, man. We go stay at the beach, ET, and I'm not exaggerating. Every morning, sunrise, I was out on the beach fishing. Yeah. Every single morning. I just love it. I don't sleep in. I mean, we get up so early all the time. Right. I sleep till 5 o'clock, even on vacation. So, yeah, every morning, surf fishing. I love it, dude. I mean, I love it. And I love it even more when my grandfather used to say they're biting to beat the band. Well, they were biting to beat the band, my man. I couldn't keep a bait in the water, so it was beautiful. Go down every morning for about 3 hours, catch a bunch of fish, caught a bunch of different types of fish, caught good ones, caught a bunch of keeper whiting, ate them. Caught a bonnethead shark. For those of you that fish know that a bonnethead shark, usually you're going to catch them. They're going to be about, 12 to 16 inches. They're a small. I caught what Captain Kev says is about as big as a bonnethead shark gets, about 4-footer. Got a picture I'll show you in the break, ET. So, yeah, the fishing was great, and we went out with Kev, and because it got a little rough offshore, we just kind of trolled along the beach about a mile out, caught 3 big fish that day. I'm sure he talked about that on Friday morning. And then, of course, the old school Kingfish tournament. You guys did a great job with that. What a great response. Had a terrific weekend down there with that as well. All right, Fire the Band, we got a football fix brought to you by the Jacksonville Sharks and by my friends at the Jewel and Creek Golf Club. Sharks, another big win at home this weekend. They go to Albany this week, but when they are back home, you don't want to miss that show. Go to jacksharks.com and get your tickets now. A couple of interesting perspectives, when it comes to the possibility of playing, in Daytona. Like one guy on the text line this morning, Steve says, I drive from Daytona to the Avenues Mall for work daily, 1 hour and 5 minutes. So you are talking about a pretty straight shot, especially if you're anywhere near I-95. There's that. But I had another, somebody else, and here's another one, happily drive to Daytona over Gainesville. So I think Daytona would really emerge as a favorite if all other things were equal. But also somebody said that they went to a Tennessee game at Bristol when they did it inside that racetrack, and their seats felt like they were about 10 miles from the action. So there's that. So, all right, elsewhere around the National Football League, we're getting to the stare-down time with some of these franchise tags. Still waiting here on Evan Ingram and his decision. But Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, both those guys haven't signed them yet and are unsure just how and maybe even if these new deals get done. Starting to feel like DeAndre Hopkins is going to land with the New England Patriots, doesn't it? Patriots trying to upgrade that passing attack. Didn't they go get Juju this offseason?
They got Juju.
Yeah, I think the Patriots got Juju Smith-Schuster. And now with DeAndre Hopkins out there and available, there are certainly other teams that are interested as well. But I tell you what, you'll find out, right? If you go get Juju and you go get DeAndre Hopkins, your quarterback doesn't have the excuse of not having receivers. Those guys aren't the best in the league by any stretch at this stage anymore, but they're good enough. I think those two, if you're being honest, would rank, like 12 to 16 maybe among tandems around the league. So we shall see. It also feels like now there's such a crowded backfield down there. Maybe it won't happen. Feels like Dalvin Cook wants to play for the Dolphins and that he would be a nice piece for the Dolphins if they did sign him. But that being said, Mostert's good. He's played well for them. Then who's the kid they got from the 49ers? Anyway, is it Jeff Wilson?
Wilson.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeff Wilson. They drafted a kid from Texas A&M, so I don't know if it would fit there, but it seems like that is where they would. That's where Cook would seem to want to be. Aaron Rodgers. What do you know? New team. New attitude, perfect attendance as the OTAs finish up, and we're seeing teams bite on these defensive ends that we had been talking about. Saw Frank Clark is signed with the Broncos over the weekend, so take him off the market. Who was the other one that signed? Did
Leonard Floyd?
Yeah, Leonard Floyd. Who'd he go to? Buffalo. Buffalo's a contender. They have a need to go get Leonard Floyd. Broncos, I think, feel like they're a lot better than the rest of us think. But we shall see. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by the Sharks. Go to jacksharks.com. Get your tickets today. Also by the Join the Creek Golf Club. Continuing around in a good shape, better shape. You can go online and get your tee time. Don't forget those Thursday night scrambles are a good time. Two-man captain's choice. It's late enough in the evening. You can even work and make it over there in time. So ask them about that as well. Hick and Arrival and more come your way next. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback. DivorcementOnly.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. 1010XL, giving you more to dig.
Can you dig it?
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 1010XL.
Here's Linda Beaver.
We know that you have options when it comes to buying or servicing your vehicle. We also know that not all experiences are created equal. We promise when you choose to do business with Beaver, you will always get thoughtfulness about your time and hard-earned money, a team member motivated by desire to help you, and lifelong relationships with a team that cares. Pair all that with a huge selection of inventory. You can't go wrong with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We promise we're here to wow you.
Did you know that many cooling companies are now part of big conglomerates with no connection to Northeast Florida? In the past, they have concentrated on heating and air conditioning, but after a buyout, many add plumbing and electrical services. This raises their overhead, and those costs are passed on to the consumer. It's a case where bigger isn't better, it's just more expensive. Not Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Mike Merritt remains family-owned and operated. Merritt's focus has been the same for more than 30 years, keeping Northeast Florida comfortable, no matter what the weather. And there are no overtime or weekend surcharges. Mike Merritt's team does not work on commission. They repair only what needs repair and offer replacements only on what can't be fixed. And unlike at giant corporations where you can feel like just another number, with Mike Merritt, you'll feel like number one. Florida license CACO 50384.
Hick in here. After work's done for the day, I know you like to find your favorite sofa or recliner and watch the game. That's why you gotta call ZeroRez this month. At ZeroRez this month, tell them I sent you, and you'll get 25% off all upholstery.
ZeroRez.
Hey, gang, you know we love trivia. I got some trivia for you. Did you know that only 2% of U.S. beef is graded prime? A BBQ is the only Northeast barbecue, Northeast Florida barbecue restaurant that uses only prime brisket and slow smokes using only wood. The slow-cooked prime brisket cooked using only wood produces the most succulent, mouth-watering brisket you'll ever taste. So come and experience the prime brisket at A BBQ, where the taste is always unforgettable. Visit us today. Satisfy your cravings for the best barbecue in town at A BBQ. Come meet and drink with us.
At Andy's Automotive and Truck Services, they know that your company's fleet is more than just a bunch of cars and trucks. It's your livelihood, your reputation, your pride. So when you need routine fleet maintenance or emergency repairs, Andy's offers after-hours and mobile service to minimize your downtime and keep your fleet running like new. While you care for your employees and customers, rest assured Andy's Automotive will take care of your fleet. Visit the team at andysats.com.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
You will love your new custom windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. For a limited time, get 20% off windows, patio doors, and installation. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. Enjoy the beauty and quality that only Renewal by Andersen offers. This offer expires June 30th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, the official window and door replacement partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Garrett Scantling here, sports fans. I'm still feeling great from the treatment and care I received from Dr. Acevedo and Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, where you're treated like a pro.
This is Dr. George Acevedo. Thanks to Garrett Scantling for those nice words. And if you have foot and ankle issues, visit Southeast Orthopedic Specialists today.
Relieve pain and get back to life. SOS. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Business owners, regular maintenance of your storm drains is crucial for preventing parking lot floods and protecting your property from damage. Give Duck Duck Rooter a call today and schedule service with our VACCON team. 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by General RV Centers. I'm E.T. Your Jacksonville Sharks caught a dub over the weekend as they defeated the Fayetteville Mustangs 63-35. Your Jacksonville Sharks are on the road this weekend as they travel to Albany to face the Albany Empire. And Dane Myers hit a pair of home runs, and Devin Smeltzer tossed a 7-inning complete game to help the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp split their de facto doubleheader against the Nashville Sound by the score of 6-4 and 8-2 Sunday at 1-1 Financial Ballpark. Your Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp are back at home this Tuesday following an off day on Monday as they take on a 6-game series with the Memphis Redbirds this Tuesday at 7:05.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Valor, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
No way! Yes, sir! Yeah!
era a little more fond of the boy bands than we like to admit?
I think so.
I think so, too. A lot of WMD.
They were just after me, kind of. So I get them all confused all the time. I don't know who.
I can't tell you who's who. Like, it's either NSYNC or back. This is Backstreet Boys. That's part of the lyrics.
That's right.
But I can't. Like, if you played a bunch of them, it'd be hard for me to know if it's Backstreet or NSYNC. And there's anher 2 or 3 also.
New Edition.
Trying to forget.
No, New Edition ain't one of them.
No.
Boys to Men?
No. Come on, man.
Little Baby?
No. Stop it. No, you had
98 Degrees.
98 Degrees. What about Marky Mark and the Fun Bunch?
No, they were before them.
Yeah.
You got Hanson.
Which one's the Wahlbergs?
That's Marky Mark.
That's NSYNC, isn't it?
No, Wahlberg.
That's Backstreet Boys?
No,
That's
Wahlberg.
separate?
Yeah, separate.
Like I said, we don't know the difference.
Come on, man.
We got a thing for him, a soft spot.
What's wrong with this dude?
What's wrong with this dude?
E? Look at me.
What's up?
It's Monday.
It's Monday.
Side eye. Just giving him a side eye, ladies and gentlemen.
E? Did you behave while I was away?
A little bit.
Were you a good young man?
No.
Okay. It's good to be back. Good to be here. As we will be here, the Jaguars won't be. They'll take the mandatory mini camp off.
Yeah, most of them will.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's just some indication. In the past, it's always been, well, the veterans who did the voluntary are off.
Yeah.
So is there any, lingering? Does, Josh Allen have to show up, punch the clock, and leave? Or
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I know his tweet last week, but other than that, I haven't really heard any response from anyone. So that's, I mean, we're reaching for storylines when you're worried about that dude.
Right.
Involuntary workout. So
yeah,
I would imagine he would be set free like the rest of the vets and should be.
Yeah. So anyway, they're it goes to show you the importance of practice in the off season. It's not that big a deal.
And listen, we figured this out. This is about everybody who's new getting the system down.
Yeah.
This is orientation.
Yeah.
And layering it. Well, and Tony has talked about that, ad nauseum through the years.
Do we have Tony's schedule today?
I think we do. I would hope.
Our 1-to-1 financial poll question today, when the city and Jags come to an agreement, what would you prefer as to where the Jags play football? I have an opinion on this, by the way.
Yeah, I have a strong one. Mine's a heavy lean for me.
Okay. I have also heavy lean. And have you stated your heavy lean?
Maybe not amongst us.
I am ready to announce my heavy lean.
I've said
I haven't done all my work.
Yeah,
but I have an opinion, and I'll share it.
I announced mine earlier today already. So
okay,
yeah.
Good.
Anyway, I didn't really do it as an announcement, but
these are the four.
That's the one that I favor.
These are the four. There's Gainesville, there's Orlando, there's Daytona, or there's take 4 years and stay here. And there's 854 votes, and you can vote at Dan Hicken, and E will post it as well. And it's kind of a dead heat, except for Orlando.
Yeah,
nobody wants them to play in Orlando.
That's right. Keep your grubby
We
hands
hate
off our
Orlando.
team. Yeah.
I think that's part of it.
Yeah.
Basically,
kick rocks, Orlando. You've done nothing to support.
To me, Orlando is Bianchi. I hate Bianchi, therefore I hate Orlando.
Wow. He hates him in a friendly way, but I hear you. Orlando does deserve a piece of our team. They have not supported the Jags at all. They've made fun of it, but y'all can GTH.
Yeah, but I have.
I would think that most people, listen, in a perfect world where there was no, hardships to go along with it, you'd just like them to play here and renovate for 4 years.
Yeah,
that's what I would think would be a slight lead, and I would think that.
Well, Daytona's got the lead at 33.1. Gainesville 29.4. 4 years stay here 30. I have decided, in my opinion, and again, it's just my opinion, so it is what it is, and the franchise and the city will do hopefully what's best for everybody. I want them to stay here. I want them to take the 4 years and stay here. If it's extra $200 million, so be it. We're spending $2 billion anyway. I don't want. It's a small. Mark Lamping has always told us about small market challenges, right? Small market challenges, and we're a small market, and so a lot of our fans are here, and it's tough for them to look. We can all go to Gainesville, I know, but if it's everybody from Jacksonville going to Gainesville, I wonder about how traffic would work.
Here's
Daytona's an interesting option, a unique option, but I don't know if it's viable, and I don't know how. In proximity, I'd rather play in Daytona than Orlando. I'd rather play in Daytona than Gainesville. It's closer.
Well, that's where I am.
So I'm not.
I'm heavy. I'm gonna chop out the 4 year. I just don't think there's any way in hell that's ever happening. Yeah. I don't think they're going to take that plan. I mean, like I said, I would keep him here too. So
Yeah.
That's
what I would do.
I'm almost.
I mean, teams have done it before.
Okay, for 4 years.
No, but they've done it for 2.
I still didn't get an answer, and I wasn't here last week when the lamping Q&A kind of went on. I still don't understand why we can't do it in a year. Why no of these other teams are displaced for 2 years. It's always a year.
I don't know.
The Bears were 1 year, weren't they, at Soldier Field? Tell me a team that's played.
You sure? I think it was 2 years at Illinois.
They say the Bears was like 3 years.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I stand corrected.
It's a massive undertaking.
Okay, I stand corrected then. I thought they were only gone for a year.
No.
All right. Well, then.
Because I'm sure they've stared at it. I mean, everything in stadium building costs tons of money.
I'm with you on the 4.
Yeah.
I mean, I would stay here and do 4 years. I feel like that's not going to happen.
Well, it's not the best. They don't think it's the best, but I do.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
The price tag for extending it to 4 is the same price tag as upgrading a facility in town. It's about a $200 million price tag.
Yes.
So would you rather...
No, I'd rather just stay where we're at.
4 rather than building UNF to a acceptable?
Yes, because acceptable is 30,000 seats.
Okay,
A lot of people are displaced.
I hear you. But, hey, listen, I understand this.
Yeah.
If they're doing this major construction, you could probably have 40, 45. You're not going to be able to keep anywhere near the 60 you need. I mean...
I don't know that.
That's some big times. I guess what happens, though, is you probably shut down most of the active construction in season.
Yeah, that's what you do.
So you just pretty it up, excuse our dust kind of thing?
Exactly. Excuse our dust. Yeah. It's like this. This is what I likened it to. I was thinking about this. It's like you're, 30 years old and you're ready to build, your dream home. You and your wife, and you sit down and you start going over plans and, I say, man, we got to get that outdoor kitchen and that pool.
Mm-hmm.
And you say, yeah, man, let's do that. But I want hardwood floors. Yeah, and I want these kind of cabinets. And I want this. And you're just putting everything down. I want this garage turned this way. I want it a little bit bigger. And I want it upstairs. And you know what happens? The price keeps going up, 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 up. And then you do your dream home, and then the price comes in. And you go, ooh. Well, then what do? Do we really need this? Do we really need that? So there's so much that's going to go on here over the next
I tell you one thing
few
that I
months
do
as
feel
they hammer things out. But
after the initial just hubbub, and I feel I'm super confident that it works out and there's a new stadium and the Jags stay here. Not that there won't be some stare downs and some nervous times, but I think that that's where we'll wind up.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but I do think it'll be contentious. It always is.
Somewhat. I think we have a council that is going to be weighted pretty heavily in favor of doing what we need to do to keep the Jags. And ultimately, that's who's going to approve the deal. I mean, it'll certainly be negotiated by the mayor, and it'll be, bipartisan on both sides. I just don't think that you let a property like the NFL leave town. I don't think anybody wants to be associated with that.
You can't.
Right.
You can't. So, so we'll see, and you can vote at the end, and we'll talk about it throughout the day. But I don't know, man. It's not.
New Kids on the Block was the other.
It's not Chicago, and it's not New York, and we're Jacksonville. And listen, Mark Lamping has another good point, and I think, and that's the NFL ultimately has to pass the new lease agreement, et cetera, and for them to pass it, the Jags are saying to the city, hey, listen, you've got to show an investment in the team, because all the other owners, when they want their stadiums, want their cities to make the big investment in the team. So that's why they all hang together and they're all unified. The Jags have the leverage, and that's the way it is. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. If you want to be a part of it, you got to pay money. So figure out how you're going to pay it. I'd give them the billion, whatever they're asking. What are they asking? $800 million now. Look, they're going to go back and forth. I get it. But let's do it. We've never had a person since I've been here. I've been here since 1986 and been around the area since 1980. We've never had a person willing to invest or who has invested so many personal dollars into our downtown. This is an opportunity.
That's not an opinion. That's like a fact.
Yeah.
He has invested more in downtown.
This is it. This is your chance. This is your one chance for. Oh, the people. Oh, our downtown. Oh, our downtown. This is a golden opportunity to seize something and make the downtown something that we can all be proud of. And again, we all know the challenges. Jacksonville's spread out. It takes 45 minutes to get there, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I personally, and again, it benefits me, so always take what I say with a grain of salt. We're sports guys. We love the Jags.
Sure.
We want the Jags here. So
Yeah.
I get it. Many of you listening agree with us on that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be listening. So, but yeah, I hope that they can figure out a way to get it done, to move expeditiously, to not be contentious, to come to an agreement, and to go on. But, we'll see. We'll see. So a lot of work to be done on that. And really, it doesn't even start until, I guess, the new mayor gets sworn in July sometime.
July 1st, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so it's coming. But yeah, I would take that as my first order of business and knock that thing out.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's sign this. Here you go.
Yeah. All right. Want to come back and do some ETN? Or not ETN. What's today?
We can do ETN
10
if
minutes.
you'd like.
I don't want to do ETN. That's the
right
last
after.
thing I want.
We
I'm
get
rested.
right
I'm rested. I'm relaxed. I'm ready. I don't need to jump right into it.
We got a lot of good things going on. A lot of great college baseball. Our Gators. Scott Strickland's had the best run of his athletic director.
Did they win a track title this weekend?
You're damn right they did. They were runner-ups on the women's side, too. T-shirts galore. We got natties in golf, natties in men's track, and now we got a shot at a natty in baseball. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Listen to me, people.
I'd trade them all. I'd trade them all for an SEC East.
Trade them all. What's wrong with you? Probably most would agree with you. But, yeah, so we'll do that. We got a lot to discuss. We got NBA Finals tonight. Why it wasn't last night, I don't know, but we'll do it tonight. And lots of good stuff going on.
The mistake they made was earlier in the week. They could, because they played Friday. I could see them not wanting to go all the way to Denver for Sunday, but they had one day too long a break in the middle, I thought. But it'll end tonight, won't it?
We'll talk about that when we come back.
One would think. All right, it's Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorcementOnly.com.
Now, Downtime with Dan, brought to you by Ameris Bank. Whether you need help with business, personal, or mortgage banking, we're with you. Ameris Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
I think I read that Serbia makes up 0.1% of the world's population. 0.1%. And yet, they have two of the most dominant athletes in the world going right now. Novak Djokovic won his 23rd Grand Slam over the weekend at Stade Roland Garros, his third French Open. He has 3 U.S. Opens, he has 7 Wimbledons, and he has 10 Australian Opens. And by the way, the 36-year-old is halfway to a Grand Slam, which still on the men's side hasn't been accomplished, I think, since Rod Laver did it in 1969. And then, of course, Nikola Jokic will go after a world championship in basketball tonight. The Serbs riding high.
At Ameris Bank, we're invested in the success of your business. Our local bankers are ready to help you improve your cash flow, optimize your operating accounts, and access financing when you need it. From treasury services and digital banking to loans and lines of credit, we offer tailored solutions to help your business thrive. At Ameris Bank, we're with you. Visit amerisbank.com/withyourbusiness or walk into one of our branches today to get started. Ameris Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. All loans subject to credit approval.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
June is the start of hurricane season. Now is the perfect time to make sure your home is protected from those storms by scheduling a complimentary roof inspection with Universal Roof and Contracting. And right now, get 15% off your roofing project, plus flexible financing. This offer expires June 30th and restrictions apply. Universal Roof and Contracting, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. License number CCC 1330747, CVC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Hey guys, Hicken here, man. The oven is on outside. Woo, did it get hot quick? What happened? Well, if you're inside, you don't have to be hot. You can stay cooler with Bueller. Bueller Air is still locally owned and still treating their growing customer base like they're part of the family. Go ahead and Google them yourselves. Bueller Air, Buehler. You won't find a better rated air conditioning company in town. I love them. I use them, so I already know. Like I said, man, it is getting hot. Summer is here, so stay cooler with Bueller.
Denny Thompson here. Tyson Sound and Security is hiring salespeople right now. If you want to sell new tech security cameras or home automation, Tyson Sound and Security is looking for you. Tyson Sound and Security is hiring for sales positions, and they will train you to be successful. Apply online at TysonSoundandSecurity.com or call 762-1000. That's 762-1000. Hiring for sales positions right now. Apply online at TysonSoundandSecurity.com or call 762-1000. Equal opportunity employer.
Hey, Matt Hayes, temperatures are rising, and when you have an AC breakdown, you need it repaired today. Fenwick Home Services is the expert cooling team you can trust to repair your system the same day, or it's free. Fenwick is Jacksonville's always-ready cooling and plumbing team. Available 24/7, even nights and weekends with no emergency fees. Plus, Fenwick will keep your system covered with Florida's leading repair warranties. Call or book online at FenwickEasyBook.com.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit RepublicServices.com.
Equal opportunity employer. This is Denny Thompson. Join me for the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Wednesday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL Florida Gators podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or TuneIn.
This is Keith Catlin for Catlin Truck Accessories, and we are so blessed to be in business for over 100 years. Over 100 years of the best product and customer service means you can count on Catlin. From Roll and Lock bed covers to Lear toppers to Cam Locker toolboxes, Catlin Truck Accessories has you covered when it comes to your truck or van. We do those too. Got a fleet of vehicles? We can outfit them all.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
One name, one location, 100 years. You can count on Catlin.
Malfunctions in your electrical panel can lead to hazards like fire or power outages, leaving your home at risk. So leave it to the pros and Mr. Sparky.
8 Sparky.
Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
There's a new butcher in town. We're talking a vacuum marinating, sausage grinding, take and bake siding, value pricing, full-service butcher. And our name is Southern Steer.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
Jacksonville has some junk, and J-Dog is removing it. They're here to do the dirty work. You don't want to remove and dispose of large furniture or appliances yourself? Call J-Dog. Here now proudly serving you, removing junk from your home or business. They can even handle small demolition projects, and they're still donating local items to veterans in need. So let J-Dog do the dirty work for you. J-Dog Junk Removal. Veteran-owned and operated. JDog.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Valor, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. The 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Is brought to you by J-Dog Junk Removal. Veteran owned and operated.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On 1010XL.
Hit it.
All right, I've got an announcement to make.
New Kids on the Block is the other
Yeah, you said
boy
that.
band. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. NKOTB, we like to call it.
That's the Wahlberg clan.
Sports concepts and rationalizations. E, do we have a prize pack at the end of the drill to hand out?
Oh, we got a little something. We got a little O-Baggy exfoliation facial cleanser, a $45 value to make your face feel good.
Oh.
Make sure you head to the Aesthetic Center. And also we're giving a $25 gift card to Bellwether.
Wow.
This is all part of the Father's Day gift ideas. Visit 1010XL.com for more
Forgotten
gift
holidays
ideas.
this weekend,
Oh, more gifts. This is great.
I'm out of town for the Forgotten holidays.
Oh, my
That's perfect.
gosh.
How apropos that is.
This is fantastic. You know, birthday in May, Father's Day.
Man,
you get gifts.
He loves the gifts, man.
Gosh, dog, I am riding high, boys. I'll go over that at a different time. I've got an announcement to make.
What's your announcement?
I'm going to need you to do this.
Talk to me.
What do you got?
I need an official public service announcement created by the drill. So I'll write you the
PSA.
copy, send it to the voice guy.
Okay.
And then you're going to have to be quick on the trigger. But
I bet.
Whenever we head into any type of, from here to 4, I have a doctor's note. It's from Doc T, my good friend.
Wake Forest grad. Baseball player himself.
Rick Townsend. He has determined that New York Mets baseball is hazardous to my health. So anytime that I even start to go there, I need you to hit the buzzer, play the PSA, and do not allow any Mets talk on this radio program heretofore going forward.
Shut the F up.
Yeah, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. I give up. I don't know what else to say. We suck. I could get mad, but
lost
again,
2 out of 3 in Pittsburgh this weekend.
Lost 7 in a row.
Yeah, well, we were part of that.
Had 3 3-run leads against the Braves, who, by the way, we are the Braves B. And I said that when you weren't here last week. Since 1990, 33 years.
This doesn't sound right.
The series is played. I give up.
Did you say the Mets have won 7 series since 1990?
7 of the year.
Oh, 7 of the season-long series.
Season series.
Okay.
You've won 24, and there have been 2 ties. I give up. I just give up. I don't know what else to do. I've done everything. I've tried everything. I'm 60 years old. I might have 20 good runs around the sun left. I just wanted one more world championship from the Metropolitans.
You don't think it'll be this year?
It's not going to be this year. I'm not burying them just because of the NL East thing, but I don't care. And I still want to enjoy my baseball trip, which is coming up next month, which is going to be.
Where are you going this year?
We're going out to Arizona and San Diego.
That'll be fun.
So it'll be good. Good.
Be careful of that Padre fan base.
Be good to see 2 good teams play.
Yeah.
Not the Mets.
The Padres are like the Mets. They're a disappointing team.
I mean, Chuck Morton broke my guy's hand. I mean, which was. But, again, we had a string where we crippled the Braves players.
Yes, you've crippled a bunch of them.
I saw John Neese break. Actually, did you a favor? He break Hayward's jaw, I believe it was.
Yeah, you also
knocked him out of the lineup.
Was it my guy?
Glavin.
I think maybe my guy Brandon Beachy was like in his prime. You broke his ankle going to first.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them in a row. So
Acuna, you hit him and it knocked him out.
Yeah, did we?
A couple times, yeah.
Okay, so Chuck Morton apologized. What can you do? It's bad. Chuck Morton's a good dude. He's not. Yeah. And then my old Dan would, probably pay someone to hit him, to get to put out a contract on him. Probably would have called the Gottis, which is a different story. But new Dan, can't do it. Hazardous to my health.
Braves didn't lose a single game when I was on vacation.
I looked Friday night.
Thank them for that. They just added to the whole R&R of the week.
I looked Friday night, and it was like 7-2 in the 4th against Pittsburgh. And then it was 10-2. And it was 12-2.
I don't know if you saw this stat. I'm not trying to rub it in, but
so anyway, E, I will send you the copy.
All right.
You will play if I dare bring up anything about the Mets in the month of June and July until they get over 500. You will hit said buzzer and play. Yes.
Well, just so
and then play the copy of the PSA that I have determined.
I will
will be voiced by our guy.
I'll sprinkle in now the realism. Okay. The realism is this: the Braves last year at this time were 10.5 games out of first, and were sub 500. So there's 100 games left. We've barely gotten the season started. There's 100 games to go. So a 9.5 game hole's no good because of who you're chasing, right? I mean, if you're chasing down someone else, it'd be a lot easier. You might want to start with the Marlins, who suddenly I look up have the same record as the Dodgers. How'd that happen?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they got a guy hitting 400.
Well, they had 2 guys. They had 2 games back-to-back, 9th inning comebacks, multi-run comeback. I was going to say this. You may have known this, but I thought it was it's an amazing stat. Stats in sports are just stupefy you. But it was the first time in Mets franchise history they lost 3 games in a row that they led by 3. And it was also the first time in Braves history that they won 3 in a row that they trailed by 3. That's amazing. Think about that.
When I saw all right, so Verlander gave up 3 in the first. They were down 3-0. I'm like,
then
you got to be kidding.
Like
then we're up
8-3
6-3 and 10-5, and I'm like, all right, well, good.
Got to get one.
And then I get up the next morning and 13-10. Oh my God, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, we had it all hooked up through the Xbox or whatever the kids have, PlayStation. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so that's it. That was that's my announcement. Many on the drill will cheer and yell and be happy about it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Well, I feel you. Yeah, I know what you mean. About this time last year, we were going into New York, losing 3 out of 4, and we're 10 games back. And
I'd rather
can't
talk
beat
about
anybody. And I give my boys credit for just kind of grinding along. They beat up on the teams that they're supposed to.
I've sent you the script. You just have the voice guy mail it and dress it up a little bit, and we'll be good. I feel much better though. I'd rather much talk about Hurst and Waldrop and the Florida Fighting Gators. Who took it to South Carolina like nobody's business in front of record crowds at Condren Ballpark. It was a terrific weekend for the Gators. And they're off to Omaha for the 8th time in 16 seasons, or every other year under Kevin O'Sullivan, which cements him as that's a hell of a coach who's done a great job. And he wobbled a little bit the last couple years, had to figure out the transfer portal, a lot of stuff going on in his life. Seems to have righted the ship and got the boys back to where they were. And I'll suggest this to you, Jeff Prosser, and everyone would have scoffed at this, but we talked about this last week. I told you that Ole Miss, Mississippi State are the last 2 natty champs. Southern Miss and Tennessee are playing. You know where Hurst and Waldrop transferred from?
Southern Miss?
Southern Miss. Wow. Had he been there right now, they might be the best team in college baseball, and Mississippi may be on its way to its 3rd national championship in a row, which would be one of the incredible stats of all time.
College sports are so amazing from this standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
The same NCAA Division I network of college athletics.
Mm-hmm.
If there were a college football playoff this past year or coming up, very well Alabama could be the 1 seed, Wake Forest could be the 16, and Bama beat them by 30.
Mm-hmm.
And yet you can play baseball, another high-profile D1 sport, and Wake Forest is the 1 seed and just beat the pants off the 16 seed Alabama.
Yeah.
Same schools, same commitments, same budgets.
Yeah.
Just amazing how, depending on the sport, how different the successes and failures are.
But anyway, so it was a great weekend for the Gators. They're in Oral Roberts, great story. Oral Roberts had an 8-0 Game 1 lead against Oregon, lost the game 9-8, greatest comeback in regional history, and then Oregon couldn't close the deal. Oral Roberts beat them 2 straight in Oregon to advance to the College World Series, which they're on the Gator side. Florida will play Virginia in the first game, which is a tough opening draw and a very critical game, either Friday at 2 or Friday at 7.
Well, they get an extra day to rest then. Doesn't it start on Thursday?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
You got to win your 4-team bracket and then advance to the best of 3 championship is how it works. Tennessee, Southern Miss today. LSU is advanced. They're in. They are basically a team that will win its game whenever the Skeens kid pitches. He's incredible. He's
number 1 pick maybe.
Yeah.
Between 2 guys, it looks like LSU guys will go 1-2, or at least some suggest.
Langford may go 3.
Yeah.
Langford could go in the first or second slot.
He could.
So, although his play
Langford plays for Florida.
He had a play in center. He was moved to center field.
First error of his career I saw. That's amazing.
Terrible play. Terrible read. But anyway.
It's his last year in Florida, and in the postseason, it's the first error of his career.
Yeah. So Stanford beat
Texas.
LeBaron Johnson, our guy from Paxton High School last night, and beat Texas, so they're 1-1. So they will continue. But, yeah, it's setting up to be Wake Forest and Florida are the top 2 seeds. So Florida has a shot, a legitimate shot to compete out there in Omaha. This isn't but if you get to Omaha, it's a successful year, man. You're one of the top 8 programs in the country. And Florida had its back against the wall after a Saturday night loss to Texas Tech, came back and won their 2 games on Sunday, then won on Monday, then swept South Carolina. Waldrop's pitching fantastic. He was dominant.
He's a first-round pick too, right?
Yeah. He was dominant as good as I've seen him pitch, unhittable basically on Saturday. So good times. And then again, shout out to the track and field, the best coach, maybe the best coach in Gator history is the Mouse, Holloway, and he won another natty. And those guys.
I think Holloway ran at Florida when I was a student there.
Well, his son was also a star, but more recently, so he may have.
I think Holloway, I think he was winning titles when.
But anyway, so great stuff there.
I did see this too. Speaking of there, Florida went to the College World Series, Hick, for the first time when I was in Gainesville. They've been 13 times now. I mean, that's not 100 years ago, boss. It's 35 years. Last 35 years, they've been about as good as anyone.
We'll have
got to win a couple more though.
We'll have Tommy Boss in here on Friday to talk about.
That'd be good for you. I'll be in San Antonio. I got to go to a wedding.
Oh, well, wonderful! Perfect timing. So he'll be in to talk about his experiences. He pitched for the Gators, in the College World Series and had a couple really good outings and he pitched against Nebraska, which would be tough in Omaha, I think, if I remember correctly. So I noticed FSU media, not so much the fan base, but the media were complaining a lot about having to play Oklahoma out in Oklahoma for the national championship, and I get it, but I mean, my gosh, Florida football, and I mean Florida, the state of Florida, should never complain about we hosted national championship after national championship in the Sunshine State.
If FSU's made that trip down to the Orange Bowl, they won their first down there, right?
So you get to play in your home state for football. You can't really complain about anything else. So that
I don't think Oklahoma is winning because they're playing in Oklahoma City.
No,
play it anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
play it in Tallahassee.
Yeah. So there's that. Listen. We've got.
I got a nice reminder yesterday.
Of?
But I'm changing sports. So
okay. Go ahead. I'm done.
I got a nice reminder of just it was just refreshing of while of sports. Purity of sport. Not money and greed and politicization and every other aspect that comes along with sports now, it seems these days. But you watch sports to see what happened and what developed and what evolved out of the last hour of the final round on PGA Tour this week. Where a Canadian won the Canadian Open for the first time in 70 years. Yeah. It was an unbelievable atmosphere, a terrific shot-making back and forth, two likable players, and it was just refreshing to watch the excitement. Group of guys following their guy, not because he plays for the Aces or because they want him on the Ryder Cup team, not because who's writing the check or how much the pit money is, just genuine joy from a nation and a fan base, from your compatriots and your countrymen and your fellow tour players. So it was a little bit of a cleanse.
Yes. Well, that sport needs it.
That narrative has changed a little bit since the first announcement, I think.
How so?
Well, when the first announcement, PGA is merged with LIV. And LIV is a success, and LIV in this. And the reality is LIV's going to get shut down by Jay Monahan.
I don't know if that's a reality. I don't know.
I think that's what's going to happen.
I think there are a lot of questions surrounding it. I don't know if this dude, a PIF guy, is telling LIV guys that they're going to continue on next year with the same schedule.
Yeah, for a year. That's like it's going to take a year.
2024 they're going to do it.
I believe that LIV is on a short life, and all of those guys who turned a great American company into a Saudi-owned operation can feel very proud of themselves. Congratulations, Phil and Bryce. Way to grow the game. Way to take an American entity and sell it off to the Saudis for your own personal gain.
Yeah.
Thank you, boys.
Yeah.
Nice job. And when it comes time for y'all to have to come back to the guys who stood the ground.
So you think 2024 LIV keeps going, and then it.
I can't see no way. It's a boondoggle of an operation, and now with smarter minds. And now, guess who their boss is, Dan? It's not Greg Norman anymore. It's Jay Monahan.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, if it's Jay Monahan, good luck. It'll be a failed operation.
Well, okay, again.
So that's exactly what he's done to the PGA Tour. So
you're not backing off of that when other reasons come out, just not buying any of them?
They're
literally going to go bankrupt. Right. It's either let the Saudis bankrupt us or try and, like as Rory said, use their money rather than to how you would use it rather than to how they would destroy you.
Sounds like a spin to me.
Yeah.
I can't. I didn't endorse LIV. I couldn't stand LIV,
I don't think it's the exact same.
Well, it's the same money to me, and it was never about the money to you, but it was part of it was to me. So
that's true. That is fair because that's not as important to me. To me, my phone right here. I don't know what the history is behind who made this thing either.
Correct.
That's all I mean.
And I get that. This one was so smack in the face that it'll be interesting. But yeah, I think it's the entire thing is a disgrace. I think these golfers have gotten full of themselves, and you rich guys go do your thing. I'll watch. I was happy to see the USA and Nick Gabrelsic win the Palmer Cup this weekend.
Sure you were. Okay, well, good.
I'll watch me some college golf. I'm watching.
What about your girl? What's her name?
Rose
Grace?
didn't play.
What's her name?
Rose didn't play this week, so I'm gonna watch some of her too. And I did, but I do have a job to do, and part of my job is talking about sports. And so yes, I did show highlights last night on television of Nick Taylor, and that was a refreshing on the course good story that helped the. What was Nance's? Nance had a line too. Nance gave us a line. He quoted the Canadian anthem. What was it? It was, now I can't remember.
Oh, Canada?
No.
Well, that would be Nance. Oh, Canada.
For all the glory, all the. They loved it. It was one of his best ever.
I hear you.
Come on, I got to get it. Stand by.
Okay.
Give me Nance the winning putt.
Yeah, the Nance, Nance shtick is, I don't know.
Glorious and free.
There you go. Well, like I said, it was a fun watch. It was sports.
It's a great call.
Take yourself out of all the other stuff. It was a great atmosphere.
It was a tough.
It was the funnest, best atmosphere, funnest ending that we've had on tour, maybe all year. Hick.
Yes, and
That's
a tough
all.
moment for Adam Hadwin.
Yeah, he got tackled by security.
I mean, he got
just some
thumped.
Guggen running out there with
a
some
bottle
champagne.
of champagne.
He reacted. Good thing. It's
He's very
amazing.
good-natured.
You know what happened here? One of our little silver spoon, little sissy boys would be suing the guy this morning.
Yeah, that's
A
true.
little different up there in Canada.
Adam Hadwin, those boys were good. It was great.
DeChambeau would be suing this morning.
I kind of felt bad for Fleetwood, but he handled it great.
Yeah, he did.
But my gosh,
this dude
Tommy,
can't
what
win.
were you doing
He's
on 18, bro?
We gave Tony Finau so much grief, and this guy's a million times worse. 20 top fives now without a win, Dan. He's never won on PGA Tour. How's that possible? Tommy Fleetwood has never won a PGA Tour event.
Adwin took the picture of you have Taylor and his caddy hugging each other. You have there's a photo. There's spray of champagne everywhere.
Yeah.
And you have my security guy with a perfect form tackle and Hadwin going down. And it said, and he put it in the Louvre. Do you have the call, E? Can I hear Nance's call here? This is classic Jimmy Nance, and well done, Jimmy. On this one is Taylor from 72.
Good pace. Are you serious? Oh, my goodness! Glorious and free!
No one knows what that means. I didn't even put that together.
Here's why it worked.
Because they've been singing it all
right,
day.
when they go to 14, the par 3, when the Canadian dudes come up, they sing the national anthem. Oh, Canada, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Anyway, it was good. I enjoyed it. Personally. All right, let's do this.
Meanwhile, there's a major this week.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that one par 3?
That's goofy.
290 yards?
Stop. What are we doing?
And then I also watched, I've seen a lot of videos, I don't know if you've seen them, of them just dropping the ball into the rough.
Yeah. What's that supposed to be?
It disappears.
Yeah.
It's gone. The ball's gone.
Ping says, the Bitman says it's not really a real tough golf course. They have to do that. If they don't do that, they'll go low. Like Max Homa, they played maybe the Pac-12 championship at that course. He shot like 61 or 62.
Oh, dear.
It might be 12, 13 shots harder this time around.
Well, it should be fun. That's one I watch. It's a major. All right, let's do this. Be kind, be courteous, be correct. 641-1010. It's a heck of a Father's Day prize pack. Tell them what they're going to get.
Oh, an exfoliating facial cleanser that's valued at $45 to make your face feel good. And this is from the Aesthetic Center, plus a $25 gift certificate from Bellwether. All a part of your 1010XL Father's Day gift ideas. Visit 1010XL.com. Holla at your boy.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is the place Jags fans turn to every day for news, analysis, and inside stuff. 1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
Are you suffering from chronic joint pain like Heather?
I have terrible arthritis and have had it for quite a while, and I've gone to all kinds of doctors trying to figure out what to do, and everybody just said surgery. and surgery was months of rehab, and I didn't want to do that.
But then Heather discovered QC Kinetics, local medical professionals who specialize in natural biologic treatments, non-invasive solutions designed to repair and restore damaged tissue in your joints. And she absolutely loves the results.
I like to tell anybody who's suffering that there are options that are not steroids, that are not surgery. You owe it to yourself to find out about QC Kinetics and find out what they can do for you.
No surgery, no drugs, no downtime. Discover QC Kinetics and learn more about natural biologic treatments with lasting results.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. Don't wait. Call QC Kinetics today, 904-274-5522.
Working in the trades industry, going nowhere? Sick of dealing with grueling residential install projects and demanding seasonal schedules? Become part of something better. All Weather Contractors wants you to join our multifamily and commercial construction property maintenance team now. Based in Jacksonville, we offer premium pay, bonuses, full benefits, 401k programs, employee stock ownership opportunities, and a culture focused on career advancements and opportunities. Build a better career in the commercial property maintenance industry. Apply online today at allweathercontractors.com.
Oh boy, not again.
Do you feel this way every time there's rain in the forecast? Amy Salt, owner of CrossFit Salt to Tear in the Riverside area, definitely did.
I had major rain anxiety from all the water collecting outside my gym. That's why I'm so happy I reached out to Clearwater Drainage. John came out, designed a system that moved the water off of my property, and all my kettlebells are now dry. I'm sleeping so much better at night.
Clearwater Irrigation.
And drainage, too.
ClearwaterJacks.com.
The IRS has just received $80 billion in funding to hire additional agents for aggressive collections enforcement. If you owe the IRS, now is the time to take action before the IRS comes after you or your business. There's no time to waste. Call J. David Tax Law, a firm right here in Jacksonville, for a no-cost consultation at 904-507-4777. That's 904-507-4777. Or visit jdavidtaxlaw.com. Peace of mind is only a click or phone call away.
Hear that? That's the sound of the grill in summertime. That is a clean grill by Grill SOS. Backyard barbecue season is here. Let the 5-star rated pros at Grill SOS deep clean your barbecue grill. Book now at grillsos.com.
Hey folks, Hickett here for ZeroRez. You know, we all love living in Jacksonville, FLA, and we're lucky to have so many families who have served in our military. ZeroRez is very aware, and they want to show their gratitude. So if you have a family member who's on active duty or is a veteran, now is the time to call ZeroRez. Why? 25% off carpet cleaning, tile and grout, upholstery, oriental rugs. Right now, 25% military discount, basically on everything the cleaning freaks from ZeroRez clean. ZeroRez, man, you spell it forward. ZeroRez, you spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Take a little pressure off this Father's Day.
Hey, that's a good idea.
With great gift ideas from Bellwether, Tank America, and the Aesthetic Center.
That's a great plan.
Gift ideas for Father's Day are a click away at 1010XL.com.
Do you have a VA loan? In this housing market, homeowners with VA loans have access to a ton of instant cash. Hey, it's Prosser here. Do you need cash to pay off credit cards and other high-interest loans? Does a check for 80 or 90 grand sound about right now? Well, Loan Pronto is helping veterans every day get the money they need with a quick and easy zero-cost cash-out refi with zero closing costs. With a VA loan, it's really cool because you can access up to 100% of your home's value. Use that money to pay off credit cards, home equity lines, car loans, consolidate all your payments into one check per month, and close in 2 weeks. Most homeowners who do this end up cutting their overall monthly payments by $800. Loan Pronto's all-digital process makes it fast and easy. They're doing loans with super low APRs, and they love working with veterans. Call now to see what your options are. Call Loan Pronto at 999-1508. That's 904-999-1508. Or go to loanpronto.com. Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval.
Your quick and easy solution for paying the lowest price on car insurance is Estrella Insurance. E to the T here, and start saving the big bucks and pay less today. Call 1-800-CAR-INSURANCE and see for yourself. That's 1-800-CAR-INSURANCE or visit EstrellaInsurance.com.
Tobacco-free Florida knows how hard it is to quit nicotine, which is why we offer different quit options to choose from for free, like 24/7 quit coaches available over the phone and free 2-week starter kits of quit aids. We're even experimenting with 80s pop music.
I'm giving you up, giving you up, I'm letting you go, I'm letting you never come back to smoke, never come back to smoke, I'll never come back, I'm giving you up.
Or maybe we'll just stick to the ways we know work. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com or call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW for free nicotine patches.
Business owners know Andy's Automotive and Truck Services for routine fleet maintenance or emergency repairs. Andy's offers after-hours and mobile service to minimize downtime and keep your fleet on the road. Visit andysats.com.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys Locksmith Service.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Valor, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. 7:51. Good morning, Jacksonville. Great to be here. Saquon Barkley's not happy. He's not going to be going to the mandatory minicamp either. That's in New York. I don't want to set any contract records. I'm not demanding to be the highest paid player at my position. I understand the market. My goal is to be compensated respectfully based on my contributions to the team on the field and in the locker room. I've been in talk with the Giants throughout the offseason. If at some point there's a deal that is fair to both sides, I'll be ready to sign. That's fair.
Here's what, though. I'll give credit to the ESPN guys asking him questions and he won't answer them. And then he's following up with questions. You want, okay, so what is the number? Why is that an unfair question? Answer the question.
Oh, that's how it happened?
Just generalities. Yeah, and he was nice about it. They weren't contentious. Obviously, this guy has a relationship with him. But, what is it? Well, you know what it is. Well, no, I don't. Okay, so, he turned down the $13 million. That's not it. So what is the number? Mm-hmm. Well, the number is the number kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, tell people I want $18 million a year. Yeah. I want $16 million. I want whatever, however many million a year it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, we got our own franchise tag to wonder about.
Oh, sure.
What is the deadline? Isn't it is it July 2nd? Is it? What is it?
That's a great question.
I got to look that up. It's coming up though.
Yeah.
And July 17th. So we got a ways.
We got some time.
Hick, exactly 2 months from today, we got preseason football, the opener.
2 months from today.
Close. 2 months from today. As the Jags starts their quote, mandatory minicamp that the coach, it's funny, the voluntary wants him at, and the mandatory says no thanks. Isn't it weird?
Well, this just extends your vacation time a little bit if you
guess.
Get this week off. So they've gotten all their work in.
What are you going to do? I mean, seriously. I don't know. And
they went and played paintball.
This is as old as time. A lot of coaches have done this. I think maybe Jack started. I don't remember Tom taking them deep sea fishing. Maybe he did. No. We gave him ice cream on Friday like they were 8.
He did it. Peterson did it last year too.
Yeah, sure he did.
It's almost it's going to become expected though, and maybe
the only thing different. Mm-hmm. The only thing different is that the veterans that are at the voluntaries, which almost all were, have always been given the pass. And we have one veteran who very publicly wasn't at the voluntaries, but I'm sure he'll be given a pass too. I didn't understand the tweet at all. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, why even tweet? If you're not going to tweet anything of any substance, these. And by the way, Josh Allen is a good teammate, good dude, good man, hard worker. But what was the context of it though? Basically, it's like in God's hands, or I'm working on what is it? What did he say exactly?
Let me pull it up real quick.
Yeah, because here's an idea. I mean, whatever it is you're working on, whatever plan it is you're hoping to follow, let's plan to get 14 sacks this year, not 7.
ESPN did a list of the ranking all the top 5 players on each team.
Okay.
So like an NFL roster is made up of 53 players, but here are the 5 best, the core 5 guys that the roster is built around.
Breakfast with Baselli's pushed back to Wednesday. Tony, this is the first time the Hall of Fame has stepped on us. He's at Anthony Munoz's event.
Okay.
So he couldn't call in.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to be in the car with 4 other people. Apparently he's embarrassed to be associated with us.
He didn't want to be a part of that.
We'll sit there and bust his chops next to, Jimbo Covert, whoever's with him.
I can't go on with these guys. You don't understand.
Yeah, you don't
Come on,
understand.
Tone. It'll be fun. No, it won't.
So anyway, we'll do breakfast on Wednesday.
Okay, so there's a core group of players.
Okay.
Like, for example, the Chiefs, who are number one.
Makes sense.
Have Mahomes, Kelsey, Chris Jones, Creed Humphrey, and Joe Tooney. That average
a couple of offensive linemen leads to your top 5. I don't know about how if you're really the top. Listen, the Chiefs are the best team in football because of Patrick Mahomes. They may have the best core, but that core didn't sound all that intimidating to me. The quarterback did.
It'd be very possible for another NFL team to have a better 5-man core than the Chiefs if they were solely relying on Mahomes. A 27-year-old quarterback is a true star.
Yeah. That's
did you see the national narrative, E, that we nailed this one? And I don't know if you were you off when they went to the White House?
Yeah.
So Kelsey went up to the mic, and he was going to be Kelsey. You know, look at me, I'm an idiot. I'm going to say something I shouldn't say.
Yep.
And Mahomes went right up and pushed him away, and Kelsey, like a little kid, went back to his spot.
Maybe he should try that with should he try that with his brother once or twice, E.T.?
Mahomes said, we ain't doing this. Yeah. And that was it.
Not today.
And I thought, man, what a leader.
Yeah.
They respect the heck out of that guy. Woo. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. But the Bengals with Burrow, Chase, Higgins, Trey Hendrickson, and now they have Orlando Brown Jr.
See, Trey Hendrickson, that's a guy anyone could have had. They went and got him from the Saints.
Yeah.
The Orlando Brown Jr., they just picked up. I think what we're learning here is something tells me as we go down through this, we're almost going to go by like a quarterback ranking.
All right, Jeff, give me the Jaguars core. Give me their 5 players.
They're probably, and they'll dumb us down.
Have you seen it, E?
I have not seen this.
All right, so give me their
5 core players.
Yeah, who are their 5 core players?
Okay. Well, obviously Trevor.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you this. Are there parameters? Do they have to be under contract for any amount of time?
No.
Or
5 players.
It's going to be hard because you got – all right, well, I can tell you who the 5 are, but I'm trying to guess who they say.
Huh?
All right, I'm going to go –
Name your 5.
Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're going to go Ridley or Kirk, dude. I kind of think it's Kirk because what he did last year. It's one of those.
I think I go Kirk over
Kirk.
Ridley.
Okay.
Tyson Campbell, Josh Allen, and
it got to be Walker, first overall pick.
I guess that's gonna shoot you down. I mean, he's not among the top 5 players on the team, but you're right. It's a core. He's the number 1 pick. It's a good call. All right, so we're gonna go Walker, Allen, and Tyson Campbell. We're only going 2 on offense when that's the side that carries this. Could you go Ridley, Kirk, and Trevor, and then just go Walker and Allen and not put Campbell? Who are the 5? We've thrown out 6, 7 names. Go ahead.
Lawrence, Campbell, Allen, Ridley, and Kirk.
Okay, so not Walker. Okay, that's basically everyone we...
Average core 25.2. Lawrence is better in 0-2. 22 than most give him credit for, succeeding despite a porous offensive line and weak receiver group. Ridley is a big boost for the latter, but Lawrence could still use more help from the rest of the roster, which is why the Jaguars are down at number 12, despite the quarterback's considerable upside. I will say this.
So it's not just by quarterback, or they would have been 7th or 8th.
So I will say this, too. You know, on social media last night, I don't know if you saw this, E, they were replaying the end of the Ravens game. 4th and 8, 4th and 5. I mean, game on the line, just darts. I mean, the kid, maybe we didn't live in maybe I don't know, we talk about how good he is, so I guess we do, but I go back and watch, and I appreciate it even more, watching him and the throws that he made. I mean, just darts. I mean, like a 25-yard, out route to Zay Jones on this. I mean, just had to be in the perfect spot. And zip.
They played terrific football those last 9 games. Yeah. I mean, just 7-2, all those numbers he piled up.
Anyway, the Chiefs won, the Bengals 2. The Eagles with Hurts, Brown, Lane Johnson, Hassan Reddick, and Darius Slay. Now, the one interesting thing is that the Chiefs' core age and the Eagles' core age are both over almost 29. The Bengals are 25.6. The Dolphins are 4th, which makes sense. They got some big time, right? Tua, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Ramsey, Jalen Waddle, and Teron Armstead.
You might argue that they should be higher.
Yeah,
if you're just going by individual. Now it's you got it's all got to come together. Although the quarterback probably is keeping them down.
Buffalo Bills They're old.
They put Leonard Floyd in their core?
No, they didn't. But they have Allen. 2 Josh Allens make the core. Stephon Diggs, Von Miller, Tre'Davious White, and Matt Milano.
Yeah.
Cowboys, underperforming Cowboys 6th. Again, they have stars. Dak, Micah, CeeDee Lamb, Zach Martin, Trevon Diggs. Good football players. Chargers, good football players.
You keep giving me cores that we beat last year, though.
Yeah. 8 o'clock. Jets are 8th.
What happened at 8? What am I missing?
I'm supposed to call my sister and wake her up at 8 o'clock.
She's 7 or 8? How old is she?
All right, let's see who has the...
She's grown.
I know.
I'm the only person that she knows that's up. So I'm like, wait, what? Okay, whatever.
All right.
Let's see who has the worst core.
I would go with the Texans.
Nope.
All right. What about the
Texans core is 29th.
Okay, so
with
it's close.
Stroud, Tunsil, Will Anderson. They're counting on these guys being good. Derek Stingley and Dameon Pierce. That's not a bad. If Stroud and Anderson are good, that's not bad.
All right. How about the? Let me just go through here. What about the Titans?
No.
How about the? How about the Cardinals?
Titans are 22nd. Tannehill, Henry, Jeffrey Simmons, Kevin Byard, and Harold Landry. The Cardinals. Cardinals have the worst core with Kyler Murray.
Well, that changed fast. That team was 11-0 2 seasons ago, Dan.
Marquise Brown, Buda Baker.
2 years ago, the Cardinals were 11-0, and Kyler Murray was going to win the MVP.
Kyler Murray misses a good chunk of this season coming up. Is that correct?
He tore that ACL in late October, I think.
So he's going to be out for a while. Interesting.
All right, we're
How long is he going to be out?
I think
if he tore it in October, he can't get back by September.
He could. I think they're pushing towards him trying to get back. So we'll see.
I don't see him starting the season.
You wouldn't think. All right, I don't listen. I think it's a social media generated story, but not exclusively. I see more and more people weighing in. We're gonna have to get into the bottom of just what is this baby Gronk thing? What is this all about? Do you know what it is, Hick?
Yeah,
you do. So you can explain it to me, and then we can move on. There got to be other people out here that are hearing and seeing this baby Gronk nonsense. Or I say nonsense.
Yeah.
And don't know what the heck it is. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Did Gronk have a baby? Probably not. Dan will explain when we return. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorcementOnly.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. Summertime in your favorite city.
Damn, summer day.
1010XL.
Summer day.
Your summer station.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
June is the start of hurricane season. Now is the perfect time to make sure your home is protected from those storms by scheduling a complimentary roof inspection with Universal Roof and Contracting. And right now, get 15% off your roofing project, plus flexible financing. This offer expires June 30th and restrictions apply. Universal Roof and Contracting, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. License number CCC 1330747, CVC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Is your vehicle in need of some TLC? Bring it to the experts at Tire Outlet. With over 40 years of experience in 15 locations across Florida, Tire Outlet is the brand you can trust. Our certified technicians do the job right to get you in and out in no time flat. Hurry in for great deals on tires and automotive service. We offer free tire rotations, free brake inspections, rebate offers on brand name tires, and a legendary price match guarantee on every set of brand new tires. Tire Outlet, wholesale prices, premium service.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Crystal, COO with Remedy Staffing. As employers, labor trends continue to keep us guessing. Is the job market strong? And what is worker availability going to look like? Well, February's BLS job report indicated that we have a hot job market and that Jacksonville's unemployment rate is 2.5%. 1% lower than our national average. So if you're interested in workforce solutions and how our team can help you, please call or text me at 904-329-9802.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. Clayton, you have told us about the importance of cutting a diamond properly and about color and weight. But how do you judge the clarity of a diamond?
Frank, that's a good question that has a very specific answer. Diamonds are graded at 10-power magnification using a binocular microscope. But when you're shopping for diamonds, a lot of times a sales clerk will just hand you a magnifying glass called a jeweler's loupe and have you look into the diamond. While an expert knows how to do this, it's kind of tough on a novice because they don't know how to create the same dark field illumination that a binocular microscope gives. As a result, the customer may or may not be able to see anything. That's why at Underwoods we set the clarity grade of a diamond with a binocular microscope. We have these instruments in every store and invite our customers to examine the diamond underneath them. We can show you the microscopic inclusions that affect the rarity and value of a diamond. So if you're shopping for fine quality diamonds and want the facts, come see us at Underwoods.
That's Underwood Jewelers in San Marco, in Avondale, for the shops of Ponte Vedra.
In fact, we all want to feel better, especially if our back hurts every day, that pain shooting down your leg. You know what? You know if you have that, right? You know if you have a bulging, herniated, degenerated disc sciatica stenosis. That's where my friend Dr. Alan Nathans comes in. He's over at Nathan's Family Chiropractic, and he's got the no-needle regenerative clinic. And he's part of the 100-Year Lifestyle Network. Man, it works. Dr. Nathans uses the DRX 9000 non-surgical decompression table, and it gently unbulges and herniates discs that are causing back pain. Don't do another cortisone injection. We're all living longer. We want to live healthy, man. We don't want to wake up feeling that way. We want to go play golf. We want to go for walks on the beach. We want to work out, man, as we get older. You darn right we do. Check out Dr. Alan Nathans and 100-Year Lifestyle at drnathans.com. That's drnathans.com.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update brought to you by Andy's Automotive and Truck Service. I'm E.T. Kevin Hardy recently joined the boys of XL Primetime, where he gave this tidbit on linebacker Devin Lloyd.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's such an athletic, gifted, player. And, having the ability, a lot of times, to rush from the inside is better than the outside because, using his speed and quickness, I did that a lot with under Dom Capers. I rushed from the weak side linebacker position that was actually stacked. And a lot of times, he's going in there, rushing against a guard, or a center.
You can catch that interview in full by simply heading over to 1010XL.com and clicking on the On Demand tab. Currently, it's 8:08 and it's 75 degrees. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Valor, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, 8:08. Good morning, Jacksonville. Update on the basketball squad.
Oh.
Win?
Goon squads. Hey, you talking to an undefeated head coach right now.
Oh.
First of all.
Can we run the table?
Oh, I think so. I got some ballers, man.
We do?
I got 3 new kids at my last practice.
They finally showed up.
Yeah.
We tapped. Did you make them run?
Oh, yeah. Okay. On the line.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
On the line.
Everybody, they know what the baseline is.
Okay.
We won 17-2 this past Saturday.
Ooh, did you run it up?
Actually, I called the dogs off.
Did you?
I said, Zay, stop scoring.
Yeah.
Pass the ball, Zay. Pass the ball.
Zay was shooting?
Zay a go-getter.
Yeah.
He's a slasher.
Oh,
Yeah.
Zay. Got a little Kobe in him. Little black mamba. Oh, 17-2. You guys play some defense.
17 buckets. Yeah.
If they don't score, they can't win.
That's right.
Well, congratulations on the opening win. The Goon Squad is what we came up with. The kids came up with that?
Well, no, I kind of came up
You
with
did?
it. I didn't give them the opportunity yet.
Does that kind of give you sort of a bad reputation in the league, though?
Hey,
Goon Squad, you know, I mean.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Did you guys happen to see the end of the hockey game the other night?
I did.
Oh, man, it was terrific, man. All hell broke loose. I mean, these boys were just punching each other's
Shame
lights
on
out.
6'4". Hey, Florida.
Yeah.
6'4", you're right in front of the net. Feel free to somebody have some sort of puck on stick skill to tie this thing up.
And worse than Tampa Bay Ray fans, Panther fans throwing stuff at guys as their helmets come off when they fight, man. You're throwing stuff at them. You're going to hurt. You hit somebody in the face here. Settle down, knuckleheads. But anyway.
As they say in hockey,
yes.
Let's do that hockey.
Yeah, suddenly Miami's on the ropes in 2 sports. So. All right. And here's the national narrative, by the way. You'll see it on the talk shows already because they've already conceded to the Nuggets, right? And, I think the Nuggets are going to win one of the next 3, but they've conceded to the Nuggets. And Denver went to Miami and won 2 games. And by the way, then they posted this video of Jokic dancing, quote, at a Miami bar, which wasn't true. It was Serbia in the offseason, but nonetheless.
Don't let the facts get in the way of the narrative,
But Miami has already targeted the answer to getting him over the hump, and that'd be Dame.
Dame time.
Yeah, Dame time's coming to Miami. So that's the plan. That's what all the national guys are saying. So can we at least let the series play out and see? I like Spoelstra. He's a good coach and all, but he just, we just got to get it back to the 305.
The problem with
the
Spoelstra,
305.
I almost give Spoelstra more credit for taking these teams all the way to the finals than winning it with LeBron.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, Miami has no business being in the finals.
That's correct.
They were the number 1 seed in the East last year. This guy does a really good job, but he does not have the hardware outside of the LeBron days. But heck, who does?
Yeah.
How'd Phil Jackson do without Michael? Somebody want to remind me all the titles he won? Oh, that's right, none. And without him, didn't even get to one, did he? Phil Jackson, was Phil Jackson your coach? No, that was Van Gundy, right?
Yes. Phil
he
didn't
never
get
took so Phil Jackson never went to the finals unless Michael Jordan was on his team. At least Spoelstra's getting there, but they're overmatched. We knew that. And by the way, get ready. Denver will be around now for a couple of 3 years. All right, so the internet has been frenzied up the last few days. It started with what seemed like a little, innocent photo that kind of went viral after this youth football player met that Olivia Dunn.
Yes.
She's the LSU gymnast during a visit to LSU's campus. So what started as a fun, silly story has turned into something else over that youth football player is being called Baby Gronk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's really Baby Gronk and his father. Is that the deal, Hick?
Yes.
And I guess he has a social media site. And so is this parody or is this real?
No, it's real.
So what is J.J. Watt is taking to task
Yes.
The parenting, I guess,
of course
and
he
the
should.
entity that is Baby Gronk. So tell me, what is Baby Gronk and what has happened?
Baby Gronk is a 10-year-old football player.
Okay.
Okay, who's got Marv Marinovich as a dad.
Okay, which means you're just like the great saint. Well, I keep using these references. Give me the modern day, sociopathic father who's just a psycho.
It's any of those guys, right? Who pushes their son, who lives
through their son,
Stay in your lane.
yeah.
There you go. That's it.
There you go.
Although he didn't work him to death like this.
Keep
him from eating French fries. He
Right.
just was, engaged. Anyway.
Now, but here's where Baby Gronk's dad is a bit of a genius. He's all about trying to get the cash money now. And he admits that. He knows that making the NFL is a long shot. Mm-hmm. And so, but if he, and again, I don't know if he's keeping the cash or saving it for his kid, but if he's doing the right thing and saving it for his kid, then he'll have a nice little nest egg when he's 20 years old.
Here's what Baby Gronk's...
His name is Madden San Miguel.
Here's what Baby Gronk's dad told The Athletic.
Mm-hmm.
We put 5 or 6 days in a week training. He diets. He eats clean food, salmon and brown rice. He's in a routine. He's a real athlete.
Yeah.
He's not a normal kid. He's 10.
Mm-hmm.
J.J. Watt said, I've always said kids should play multiple sports. Kids should be allowed to be kids. I'm not against advanced leagues, better competition, etc., but no kid should be playing one sport all year, and no kid should be training, quote, like a pro until at least high school. They're kids.
Also true. I know a lot of people. I have friends who played in the NFL, said Baby Gronk's dad. I have friends who coached the Power 5, former teammates from a high school team. I know people who run social medias for a lot of companies. He's got 300,000 followers on social media, Baby Gronk.
Listen, I would suggest this.
Mm-hmm.
Father will, you can do that to your kid and get him into college.
Yeah.
If you take a kid and you work him like a pro, if he has any athletic ability at all, yeah, you probably can develop him into a college athlete.
Everything we do for content is on purpose, said his dad. Everything is planned out. Just being a creator and being an influencer, the internet in real life and his training are kept separate. He's actually really advanced and very good at football, and he plays 5 sports. So Jake finished the interview by comparing his son's success to that of Dunn, who is the most popular college athlete. So who knows? I mean, it is what it is, but at least there is a little bit of a method to the madness, and a lot of the media are falling for it. And
from the social media standpoint,
now,
from not the actual
he's getting
parenting
trolled
standpoint.
because he goes into the DMs of stars and podcasters and is trying to set stuff up for his kid. So he's trying to create this legend.
Oh wait, Phil.
Yeah, he wasn't a coach.
No. Phil had the Lakers though.
Yeah,
he won all kinds of titles.
Oh, you were talking about the Knicks.
Yeah.
He came in as president and crushed him again. But so the Baby Gronk thing is like, it would be nice if we could. And I haven't seen this, and maybe it's out there. Have you seen a piece of video about Baby Gronk like dominating because I haven't seen one piece of video of his athletic exploits. Like, wow, look at this kid.
I don't know.
You know? And the other thing is, of course, at the age of 10, some kids are more advanced physically, and then when they all hit puberty, it all changes, and everybody catches up. So, you never know. But
Tiger's dad. That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Be grand. Now, Tiger loved it, though.
Yeah.
Like, if your kid, like, I would say that.
Well, he did. He did and he didn't.
Well,
there were times where he wished he,
But I think he's glad.
Well, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, Marinovich is, some dads just.
Listen, you can push your kid as much as you want. In the end, the kid's got to have incredible talent.
And he's got to want it.
And he's got to want it. And if the kid doesn't have they all have a certain ceiling of talent, but if you don't have the high ceiling, then you really have to be almost obsessed with putting in the time and energy to.
From the text on Designed by Lifetime Enclosures, my 2-year-old cries a lot. He's going through the terrible twos right now. I call him Baby Jalen.
Very good. Very good.
I like that.
Market him. Get a side-by-side. Jump into Jalen's DM. See if you can go on a podcast and go from there. The Gators lost a running back over the weekend to Georgia.
They got a JUCO D in, though. Heck, everything's fine down in Gainesville. I see the recruiting class now for 2024. Weren't we trumpeting as like top 5 or 7? Yeah, 22nd. Oh, keep up the good work, Billy Napes. Working well down there.
Anyway.
Firm.
There's another kid in the state of Florida who's going to Texas. And so I saw a lot of Gator fans saying, well, we'll just get him. And then I saw some in the know say, yeah, you can get him, but somebody's going to have to contribute $1 million because that's what he's getting to go to Texas. So
we don't do that until they perform. Just a cursory glance here at the 2024 recruiting rankings. Georgia's 1, Michigan's 2, Notre Dame's 3, Ohio State's 4, Penn State's 5. LSU 7, FSU's 9.
What are we going this by? What site?
This is 24/7.
Okay.
And I'll keep scrolling down and tell you that the Florida Gators are 22nd right now with their 7 commits. Now, I will say this.
It's a high average.
Their average is 94, but okay. The guys are 5s are here, there, and everywhere.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, it's always an interesting time. Like, for instance, Minnesota is 12th. They have 19 commits already. Minnesota must just hit the farmland and offer every 2-star they can find a scholarship. No. And this is all you need to know, too. I'm scrolling. There's Bama, 16. Yeah.
Well, the mags are out, and here are the predictions, and they kind of are no surprise. We'll start with Lindy's. as the Gators come in 4th in the East, picked 4th to be in the East.
So they're ahead of who? Kentucky or South Carolina? Which one they keep them ahead
Georgia,
of?
Tennessee, and South Carolina all ahead of them. The good news, a strong 1-2 punch at running back. Billy Napier in the second year of his system. Bad news, lost gifted quarterback Anthony Richardson, top O-line. Top linebacker seems average at skill positions.
It's all about. It's going to be all about the lines of scrimmage. Have they improved a million times? And Mertz, can he play?
They have them ranked 32nd. Athlon has them at 5-7, 3-5. Have them finish 5th in the East, number 49 preseason ranking. So not good there. So Lindy's and Athlon, as many around here don't have a great feel. I choose not to focus on September right now for the University of Florida. I choose to focus on the School of June, the School of May, where there's natty championships, there's T-shirts galore, there are an opportunity to win. Boy, they almost stole the women's one. That would have been 3 in 10 days, which would have been just woo. I'll enjoy that. Numbers 43 and 44 were added to the mail case, and now you got a chance with baseball. So why not go get another? If you win 3 national championships in a month, that's pretty damn good.
I guess so.
I guess so.
Well, I mean, but there's also this. If you go stop a million cars up there at the corner of Hogan and Southside and ask them who the reigning outdoor track national champions are, they're going to look at you with a look on your face. Ask them who's
the orange and blue
ask them who are the NCAA golf champions.
Our love shall never fail. There's no other name so glorious. All hail Florida, hell.
Shut the F up. I'm going to can you, E.T., could you ring up the Georgia Athletic Department for me? I want to see if they're willing to make a trade. We got some trades I'd like to throw their way. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw you.
We've won more national championships in the last 10 days than Miami's won in the last 20 years.
Low blow.
All right?
Low blow.
All right, E? Here's your little buzzer, okay? There's your little ringer for you. Play that one. Okay.
Hey, so I guess it went down like this. It was all staged, and Conor McGregor was supposed to slug the mascot, and he just figured the mascot's padding, his fist wouldn't come anywhere close to his actual person.
Did he knock him out?
I mean, he hurt him.
He had to go to the ER.
He had to go to the ER, but it's not like he...
Oh, boy.
I mean, I'm sure there's people who saw a clip, and they think some crazy, maniacal Conor McGregor charged onto the court and fought the mascot.
Oh, dear.
But you know what he was promoting? Did you see what he was promoting?
What?
It just goes to show you that everything goes full circle after a while. You'll remember this. Heck, remember in the old days, if you fouled a baseball off your foot, what would they do? They'd run out with that little box and they'd spray that cold spray on you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the cold spray? Some of you guys out there listening, playing football or baseball or basketball, if you're playing football and you take a hip pointer, you pull on that pad and they'll spray that cold spray on there. I guess he's promoting something like that. Maybe it's making a comeback.
No.
What did that cold spray, and they don't use cold spray anymore, do they?
I don't think so.
Yeah, when's the last time? He's probably poisonous, probably all dying from it. Who are we kidding? Just spray anything on you.
Gosh.
A little DDT. We chilled it up, though, for you. You're good.
Oh, dear.
So I think that he went out there as part of the bit. Now, he didn't know he was, actually connecting with, I can't wait for Cat Chat. Cat, can we have McGregor stop by and do that to you one day?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Right? But then there's this boxing bout. Mayweather has taken to doing these exhibitions.
Was he get paid a chunk load of
Yeah,
money?
like he went over, didn't he do one in Japan or somewhere? He fought some,
He's 46.
Correct. So for some reason, he thought, I guess it'd be good to align with the mob and have an exhibition against John Gotti III, who I believe is Gotti, the Mafia Don's grandson.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
They might.
Floyd.
The Mayweather camp might win the brawl.
Yeah.
But the Gotti family's going to win the war.
Right.
Yeah.
Floyd, I know you
the
got
Mayweather camp may have one or two guys who may have done some,
If you missed it, so
the Gotti family puts people in body bags.
John Gotti
bro.
and John Gotti III last night, honestly, was on methy. I mean, he was just unhinged. He was like a crazy person from the get-go. So, I'm sure the Gottis, they paid a lot of money so he could get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. That's what it boils down to.
These are Jeff Prosser's comments. I just want people to know.
And then
anybody in the
and so anyway, no, the ref
family's listening.
The ref called the fight. That's who they'll go after. But after the ref, it was just chaos from the get-go. And then when the ref called it, literally the two sides of the ring were fighting each other. Now Mayweather, he gone. He slowly snuck out and just went on his way. But they're fighting in the stands. It was crazy, man. So South Florida this week, I mean, between McGregor KOing the mascot, Bernie, and then this listen, this is an embellishment. Look this thing up. Like, look at the video of the Gotti Mayweather deal.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I mean.
Yeah, them boys were swinging at each other like from all over the place.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Inside and outside the ring. And Floyd's like, I'm out of here, dude.
I can't play this.
I'm not a part of this.
But I mean, can Floyd need money?
Ain't no way.
I mean, can Floyd not make more money somehow than going and fighting these exhibitions against goodness knows who?
I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, that's a Gotti hick.
Yeah, I'm not messing with any
The
guy.
Corleones weren't available?
I don't know. So, let's do this. We gotta grab a break.
Did you say there's a call?
Oh,
okay.
all right.
I guess I'm not working in here.
Yeah, we're not on.
Yeah, so let's. All right.
Oh,
go ahead.
Glenn. Hey, Glenn.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Glenn.
what's up?
How are you, friend?
We're great. How are you?
Good.
Great show as always.
Thank you, sir.
I don't think that story about that kid, if you were in Europe, those soccer teams all have schools where they get 8, 9, and 10-year-old kids. We just don't do that here.
You know what?
Maybe tennis.
To that point, too, and we've talked about this before, the hockey system works a little bit that way. There's a lot of people that send their kids off at young ages to go to prep schools and to play hockey year-round.
Yeah. I read something, I don't know how long ago it was, but, I mean, they're out there actually recruiting 8 and 9-year-old kids in Europe to go to soccer, what they call it football school. So,
and listen, the Agassiz, a lot of the tennis players, they did that. They had the Agassiz, Richard Williams, right, pushed Serena and Venus.
Yeah, I mean, Richard Williams did it when my daughter played college tennis. She would go to Bollettieri's for a couple of weeks during the summer, and all these kids lived there. Jennifer Capriati lived there, and some others. So, we just don't hear enough about it to make a big deal out of it. And I don't even know why that's an important story when the Gators are 22nd in recruiting.
Well, it's always time to improve.
Yeah.
Always
you guys be good.
Thank you, my man. All right, let's step aside for a quick break. We'll come back. I do have another. We got a speed monitoring session this morning, SMS. We're doing some speed monitoring this morning, brought to you by Catlin Truck Accessories. They got radar detection and everything else. Man, that rolling lock, I went off to the beach this weekend. Woo! The easiest packing I ever had. Just throw it all in there, sink it up tight, watertight for any and all of your accessory needs. It's Catlin Truck Accessories. JTB going both ways. It's been that way all morning, and it looks like one of those days around town. Keep those speeds down. Keep that cash in your pocket. We're back with more on the Monday Morning Quarterback. DivorcementOnly.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
What are you doing here?
Radio. 1010XL.
That's how you spell it.
1010XL. 1010XL.
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Prime Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Prime Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Prime Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 904-664-8217. 904-664-8217. That's 904-664-8217.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
From the moment the first note is played, the music takes over. Grammy winner Peter Frampton. Never Say Never Tour. June 28th, St. Augustine Amphitheater. The one and only Peter Frampton. On sale now at theamp.com.
You will love your new custom windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen. For a limited time, get 20% off windows, patio doors, and installation. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. Enjoy the beauty and quality that only Renewal by Andersen offers. This offer expires June 30th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, the official window and door replacement partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit rbafla.com.
License number CGC 1527613.
Father's Day is coming up, and what better way to show your dad you care than with a gift from Woodcraft? Whether he's a die-hard football fan or a golf enthusiast, we have the tools and supplies to help him create something he'll love. From personalized signs to custom golf club holders, the possibilities are endless. Plus, our experts are always here to help you with any project. So don't drop the ball this Father's Day. Head over to Woodcraft today. Woodcraft, the home of champion dads.
Play fantasy golf against your favorite 1010XL personalities and the rest of Jacksonville. Win a family barbecue feast from Woody's Barbecue. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. Go to 1010XL.com now.
Hey, this is Jason with Bueller Air Conditioning. Why do we love to go to that awesome grocery store where shopping is a pleasure? Why do we choose that amazing chicken sandwich where the service is fast and friendly and it's always their pleasure? You see, those brands are a promise. Here at Bueller Air, our team is committed to serving the customer and delivering that same kind of brand promise. Our mission is to be the most trusted brand with friendly and professional service every single time. Give us a call today or visit BuellerAir.com.
I'm Dr. Rappaport with the Aesthetic Center off JTB and Southside. Does your dad's back hair rival that of a starting lineup? Does his face show more lines than a football field? Well, I've got you covered this Father's Day. Give your dad the gift of confidence with our Botox and laser hair removal services. You can even make him an appointment online at jaxaestheticcenter.com or call me at 808-2455. 808-2455. Give your dad the winning treatment he deserves.
Does your home or building need painting? For over 20 years, Performance Painting has had the privilege of preserving many of Jacksonville's most prominent buildings. That said, we feel like we're just getting started. I'm Jason Parker, and our team thrives on preparing, protecting, and preserving the homes, businesses, and public buildings that make up our local landscape. Contact us today to put our years of experience to work for you. Performance Painting, prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting! 1010XL is presented by Farah and Valor, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Who is the latest, greatest, like, phenom prospect? Like, who's the most recent? Let me do it. Who's the most recent baseball phenom prospect? There's a bunch of them. I'm not looking for some big historical. They come along every year. Is it the kid last year for Seattle?
Rodriguez?
Yeah, Julio Rodriguez. Now, he hasn't stood the test of time. He's not been that great this year. Mm-hmm. Is it him? Is it Acuna? Is it Soto? Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, who is it? Because there's another one coming, man.
Yeah.
And look, it's dangerous to project off of a weekend or a week. Mm-hmm. But this kid for the Reds, have you seen this Ellie De La Cruz kid?
Yeah.
Big, lanky.
Yeah.
He's just
like O'Neal Cruz.
But he's
the same guy.
He's faster. He runs 30-something miles an hour.
I don't know if he's faster, but yeah, he's special.
I mean, he's dubbed himself jokingly the fastest man in the world. The rookie may have backed it up yesterday. He hit over 32 miles an hour running the bases.
Yeah, he can fly.
Just a big, I saw the other day, in his first game, he hit the ball 4 times.
Yeah.
3 were 3 of the hardest hit balls by a Reds player in the last, 10 years.
Yeah.
He's
a lot like the Pirates guy who got hurt.
Yeah. Pirates could keep on winning. Did you watch any of the Mets, or are you just frustrated? How is Pittsburgh winning?
I don't watch. Ask Frank.
But the Reds in this De La Cruz, I'm just trying to give you the, like I said.
Do you have that PSA ready?
So
working on it.
Yeah, so De La Cruz here is 2 for 3 yesterday. Walked a couple of times. His OPS, granted it's early, is over 1,100, and he's off to a 364 start. Is he the one they were talking about calling up that would affect India?
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense, because there was a big,
Should the Jacksonville Jaguars consider trying to make a move for Chase Young?
Why not?
Yeah.
What would you have to give up? And you have to sign him also.
Yeah, you're going to have to
That's
sign
the problem. You got to sign him. And he's underperformed, but potentially, God, could be
How about Chase on in a third rounder?
Right?
You do have to pay him. That's probably a part of this.
I mean, the Commanders have locked up Deron Payne. They've got Jonathan Allen. They've got Montez Sweat. So
and I do, I don't know if it's.
I suspect they may be willing to move him.
Well, it may be a media-driven vector to move, because I think I read they did the exact same thing with Payne last year. They do this.
Yeah.
Play and we'll pay you. And they did, and they paid him. So
yeah.
It's hard. There's a little bit of Clowney there, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's no numbers there.
No.
I mean, he's good when he plays. There are moments where he looks like could be a dominant player, but it's just. What are his career stats? I mean, they're not
9 career sacks.
9? Yeah. How many years? This is his 4th year in the league.
Going into his 4th, yeah.
Yeah, look. You can say you want whatever compensation you want. That sounds like a 5th rounder, and we'll take that salary demand off.
He had 7.5 his first year, his rookie year, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Dwarf's our guy. I hope we're not talking about our guy like this in 3 years.
Trayvon?
Yeah. Dwarf's our guy. 7.5 to 3.5.
Okay.
Then he came back and played 9 games. He got hurt, and he only had 1.5 sacks. Then he played 3 games, and he got 0 sacks. So he really's got 7.5 sacks in a year. But
he's
kind of missed
played 27
years.
games.
Yeah.
I mean, he's played a year and a half. I mean, that affects your value, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to give me a guy who's played half the games in 3 years.
Yeah.
And
I might be able to get him for not a lot, but how much do I got to pay him?
I guess
that's the big question.
And I guess if you trade for him, he plays under the same. There's no guarantee that, if you trade for him and you're giving up anything, it has to be with the idea that you're going to lock him up a little bit, right? I mean, why are you going to trade him to have him for 1 year?
Mm-hmm.
Depending on what they're asking. Now, I would argue if you're a contender, just like you signed Leonard Floyd for a year, or one of those guys for a year, Frank Clark for a year, you could trade for a Chase Young for a year and see if that puts you over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Only 24 years old. Somebody's going to be interested.
A rise and grind training. The sun goes down, but the grind doesn't stop. Josh Allen stays in season shape all year. Workouts and movements designed to make sure Josh physically prepares to perform at a high level and handle anything the game asks of him. Pain is temporary. Greatness is forever. He's got some video of Josh. He looks very good.
It looks good. It doesn't look like the Chase on video on the beach.
Remember that one? What was that?
This video looks really good.
This looks good.
Yeah.
This looks good, which is good,
And like I said, it can become cliche that we expect guys to do that. Josh Allen really fits the mold of. He's not a guy laying on the beach somewhere.
Right.
Obviously what he's doing is just like a little bit of pushback of, hey, I'd like a long-term deal.
Yeah.
And maybe they should give him one, Dan. He is one of those guys. Wasn't Josh Allen top 3 in pressures?
Yeah, wasn't he up there?
Yeah. So maybe what they say, and I don't know if they are right. Maybe it's got to translate. But they say that then for the number of pressures that Josh Allen had, the corresponding sacks could be viewed as bad luck more than anything. Kind of like when you barrel the baseball, Dan. I mean, if you go to bat 4 times and you hit it over 100 miles an hour 4 times and you go 0 for 4, there's a little bit of
Here's an odd baseball stat. In fact, could be viewed as a Dan Hicken stat of the day. Could be. Might be.
It is. What about John Sterling?
Oh, that was just so great. Radio doesn't do it justice. You got to see it.
His name is Hicken. He's an information revelation. It's Dan Hicken, stat of the day.
I'll get to John in a second, but this Codify Baseball does a thing days since. So with every team, days since a batter had a 3-home run game.
Okay.
Like Cleveland, 3 days because Ramirez had 3 the other day. Oakland, 33 days.
Huh.
But who's last? At 5,111 days. And this would strike me as no way.
Well, I mean, that's such a weird
it
stat.
Is.
It could be.
But here's why. They have
the Dodgers.
The 2 biggest sluggers in baseball, but it's 5,111 days since they've had a 3-home run game. The Angels. There I see Trout and Ohtani, and shows you how tough
I know
it
the
is.
Braves' answer.
What is it?
Because he did it. The Braves had a game where they beat the Marlins like 29-2.
Well, it's been a while. It's been 1,005 days for the Braves. 3 years.
3 years. Duvall.
Yeah.
I think Duvall actually did it twice in a span of a few days.
Lindor did it against the Yankees, I think, a couple years ago.
What's that play your guy Lindor made yesterday, boy?
That was a ball 4.
Oh, that wasn't a play?
Okay.
That's
typical.
that was YouTube. I saw it on YouTube. I thought they let him get in there. It didn't matter. I got you.
No.
That was Frank who put it on YouTube. It's like, whatever.
I think that's what I was told.
That makes sense. I mean, why would you wouldn't mess around like that.
Yeah.
Or
I was going to mention something else. Oh, John Sterling. So John Sterling, God bless him, he's 84, I think. John Sterling is the Yankees win. The Yankees win guy.
Old school Braves TBS fans may remember John Sterling was in Atlanta in the mid-'80s for a couple, 3 years.
And, I mean, he is, God bless him, he's, he coat and tie, does the game sitting up. 84 years old. He's unbelievable.
I could argue, he's too old to be in the booth.
Okay, why?
Because he let a foul ball hit him in the head.
Well, so he goes.
He's watching the game. It's not like he's talking to his buddies.
Get the clip. But it does, again, you got to see. Seeing it makes you chuckle. Because he goes, ow, ow. There's a pop fly. It's coming back this way, and ow, ow, it hit me.
I didn't realize it was going to come this far.
Yeah, it was.
Gee, John, you're like a home plate umpire. You got the best seat in the house. You don't know what from what.
Don't be an ageist. Let him
I'm just saying, dude. I mean, like from a health standpoint, what did that hit him in the temple?
Now the 3-2 swung on a pop foul back here.
Ow!
It hit him.
It really hit me. I didn't know it was coming back that far. So once again, it'll be.
It hit him in the head. Went right off his forehead.
It caught him.
I'm just saying, like, how can you not follow? I mean, you see what I'm saying? Come on, this is not an ageist thing. I mean, my man's getting hit. Again, he's not talking to his wife, sitting out in the third base line somewhere. You're calling the game. Maybe you should see the ball as it does a beeline for your noggin.
It is, again, you got to see it on, because they have the Sterling cam up, and it hit him right square in the, and he's old school, like he does it like with his hand up to his ear. And it's a foul ball. Donaldson squares, and ow, it hit me.
I don't know. Hey, John, a question from the back row here. You ever think about ducking on that play? Or
he comes back.
Just got to watch it come right into the cranium.
And then the lady announcer for New York, she's real loud. John, our player of the game, wants to know if you're okay.
I think I heard that it was Justin Turner. Was that the plate? Is that who it was?
Oh, I don't know who.
I think it was. I think it was Turner.
Okay.
And so I think he just so you know, John, you're not safe anywhere in the stadium kind of thing. He autographed it.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Three pitchers from the Southeastern Conference, and we'll head to break after this, are expected to go in the first round of the MLB draft, which is coming up next month. Paul Skeens, LSU, Chase Dolander from Tennessee, and Hurston Waldrop from Florida. Interesting note is Paul Skeens started at Air Force, Chase Dolander started at Georgia Southern, and Hurston Waldrop from Southern Miss. Transfer portal is big in baseball.
Well, I saw somebody had an interesting point about how NIL was going to ruin sports, and in this 1 year, you've had a TCU make it to the college football playoff. You've got Oral Roberts and Wake Forest as the number 1 seed. It's not the be all end all. The NIL, and we had.
If you want to look at it that way, that's fair.
And FAU in the Final Four.
Yeah,
I mean this calendar year, it hadn't been a bunch of we're buying our way to a championship. So it can be done. So there's hope for Billy Napier, who's not going to spend any money to get any top prospects, that maybe you can cobble together a team that, lives up to its expectations one out every 3 or 4 years, if you last that long. This is The Drill. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorcementOnly.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
The past comes to life in the present.
And the Jaguars are going to the playoffs.
The memories bridge the gap to the future.
From 27-0 to win the game.
Experience the most play-by-play sports on 1010XL.
ITB Partners, the official financial firm for the station to beat inflation.
Whoa, Dan. People don't want to joke about their money, not during these tough times.
You mean they'd rather hear about how ITB Partners takes our money and makes us more money?
Now you're talking. They make financial planning simple and easy to understand, even for a couple of slappies like us.
Those guys have been serving hit kits for 3 generations. Junie Bug, me. I even got my son Juju being smart with his money in his 20s.
It's never too early to talk with Chris Bryan, Dan Abel, Brian Wright, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Craig Ross.
Financial questions, ideas, or thoughts? Email chris@itbpartners.com.
Want a low down payment and a low monthly payment on your next ride? Then you've got to go to Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Mia here. Right now, you can buy a pre-owned 2019 Toyota Corolla for just $1,000 down and $288 a month. Or you choose a pre-owned 2020 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for just $1,000 down and $388 a month. With over 400 used in stock plus more than 100 vehicles under $18,000, don't wait. 10939 Atlantic Boulevard and online at arlingtontoyota.com. Did you know that all graduates of Local 234's apprenticeship program are licensed journeymen? That means all plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC techs will have hundreds of hours of experience and have passed the Jacksonville City Licensed Journeyman exam. They're the best trained and safest skilled tradespeople in the industry. Don't leave yourself exposed to inadequate workmanship or even danger. Always hire a licensed journeyman. Local 234. Make the right connection. Equal opportunity employer.
Jacksonville has some junk, and J-Dog is removing it. They're here to do the dirty work. You don't want to remove and dispose of large furniture or appliances yourself? Call J-Dog. Here now, proudly serving you, removing junk from your home or business. They can even handle small demolition projects, and they're still donating local items to veterans in need. So let J-Dog do the dirty work for you. J-Dog Junk Removal. Veteran-owned and operated. JDog.com.
Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods, and happy to report that Dandy has some brand new goodies, and they're only available at select Gate stores around town. 5 delicious new breakfast items to start your day off right. Fresh buttermilk biscuits, flaky croissants, French toast, maple waffles, all matched up with country sausage, ham, or bacon, fried eggs, and cheddar cheese. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so go out and make yours a dandy just a little bit earlier tomorrow.
Got that hometown flavor creeping up on you, yeah.
Honey-do list around the house just getting longer? First Coast Home Pros has handyman services you can trust. From bathroom remodeling to home repairs, First Coast Home Pros has you covered. Go to firstcoasthomepros.com.
It's easier to catch fish if you know where to look.
Cast your line right over there.
Find more fish on the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show.
Any luck?
Brought to you by Houston's Meats.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Picking here. After work's done for the day, I know you like to find your favorite sofa or recliner and watch the game. That's why you gotta call ZeroRez this month. At ZeroRez this month, tell them I sent you, and you'll get 25% off all upholstery.
ZeroRez.
All right, gang, when you got a problem, you know what you need? You need a problem solver, and that's what my friends Chad and Sandy at chadandsandy.com are. In fact, they're problem solvers that come with a promise. It's prime home selling season. Right now, home buyers are actively looking, and with mortgage rates stabilizing, now is the ideal time to get your home sold for maximum dollar. Make the smart choice. Hire the agents we're recommending, Chad and Sandy Newman. Look, you may have what you think is a problem, and it's really not one at all. You want maximum equity from your home, but not sure how? Leave that to Chad and Sandy, because they are making you this guarantee. Your home will be sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Lynn in Orange Park, I wanted to move to be closer to family. Heard about Chad and Sandy's success guarantee on the radio. I hired them. My home sold above list in 3 days. Call the agents we're recommending, Chad and Sandy, at chadandsandy.com, 904-414-6200, 904-414-6200, or chadandsandy.com.
Hey folks, Mike Dempsey for Tire Outlet. Are you tired of overpaying for tires? Well, cruise into Tire Outlet for the best selection, best quality, and best prices on the tires you need to keep you and your family safe on the road. With over 40 years of experience and 15 locations across Florida, Tire Outlet is the brand you can trust to perform great service at a great price. Our expert technicians are ready to do the maintenance and repairs to keep your vehicle performing its best. Tire Outlet. Wholesale prices. Premium service.
Tire Outlet. Warmer weather and longer days are here, and that means more time for golf. Hidden Hills Golf Club invites you to bring your friends and enjoy a fun day on our beautiful golf course. Hidden Hills Golf Club will take good care of you. HiddenHillsGC.com.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Are you suffering from shoulder pain? If you have clicking and popping in the shoulder joint, persistent pain that intensifies with use, an inability to lift your arm over your head, or a tingling, burning sensation in the shoulder, elbow, or wrist, waiting to see a doctor could make your injury worse. Baptist Health and Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute have innovative and effective treatment options available right now to relieve your pain and restore your mobility. Don't wait. Call 904-JOI-2000.
Don't ignore plumbing leaks. They can lead to mold and mildew or structural damage and drain your wallet. So when you have a leak and can't wait a week, call Roland Reich Plumbing, plumbingjacksonville.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Valor, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back. Earlier in the show, we were talking about Saquon Barkley and how he wants his money. You know, running backs are terribly mismanaged, grossly underpaid, or are they? Here's the situation. Pop Quizzy.
Oh, boy.
I have the top 10 rushing leaders from 6 years ago. 6 years. Top 10 rushing leaders from 6 years ago. And good football players, but how many are still around making impact? Making impact, I'd say, well, none.
None are making impact?
I would say none are making impact.
How many years ago?
6.
So that's before Barkley came in the league, obviously.
Yes.
All right, so 6.
Now,
so that would be the, so tell me, what season is that?
17.
Okay.
2017, the Jags super year.
You want me, are we supposed to try and identify the...
Top 10 running backs, top 10 rushing leaders from 6 years ago, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, unless he was hurt, I mean, well, you said no one's making an impact. I mean, Derrick Henry was hurt that year, I guess?
He ain't in there.
Okay. Ezekiel Elliott.
He's 10th with 983.
Wow. He had already had his good year when he
Zeke.
Wow.
I got one.
Who, you know, again, is he making an impact now? He's got a chance to.
Well, I mean,
he's a free agent, right?
That part's scaring me off because I would think like
there's some
Dalvin Cook and Christian McCaffrey. Was that they must have been hurt that year then? Or what about Leonard?
Leonard, 1,040. But he's gone from Super Bowl Lenny back to Fat Lenny. Is Leonard making an impact? Does Leonard have a team? Is Leonard signed anywhere?
No, not yet.
No.
All right.
What do you think about was Le'Veon Bell still in the league?
1291, very good.
Okay.
How's he doing with his impact? Smoke him if you got him, Le'Veon, and do some boxing. Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell.
I got one. I think Gurley led the league that year.
TG, that's a good
Todd
one.
Gurley was second, 1305. How's he doing in the league?
Right, he's long gone.
Did the Rams paid him yet?
The guy who led the league, I say, would be the only one who you would argue with me about making an impact. The guy who led the league in rushing 6 years ago.
So the guy who led the league,
yeah, he's
was
the
it Chubb maybe? Was he not there yet?
No, Chubb wasn't there.
He was not in the league yet, I bet.
No.
What about Kareem Hunt?
What about Kareem Hunt? Yes.
He led the league in rushing. Kareem Hunt.
1,327 yards.
Amazing.
But he's not, he's a backup running back who's a free agent.
Right.
So, all right, so here they are. Kareem Hunt, Todd Gurley, Le'Veon Bell, Shady McCoy, Mark Ingram, Jordan Howard, Melvin Gordon, Lenny, C.J. Anderson, and Zeke Elliott.
God, Jordan Howard.
C.J. Anderson.
Yeah.
C.J. Anderson.
That's 6 years ago.
C.J. Anderson, wasn't he like 2004? Wow. Was C.J. Anderson even on the Broncos that year? Oh, you don't know? He doesn't have their team next to him? Oh.
But what about that?
Wow.
Our one-to-one financial poll question of the day, with over 1,000 votes and an hour left. City and Jags come to an agreement. We know that the Jags are going to be displaced, or are they? Where would you prefer them to be? Take 4 years and stay here, Gainesville, Orlando, or Daytona International Speedway. Daytona, 33.8. In other words, they want them close.
Sure.
Because second is take 4 years and stay here. Third is Gainesville. Orlando is a distant fourth, 7.5.
And beyond the travel, I don't want Orlando to have any part of our football team. Orlando can GTH. They've been nothing but
I agree.
Sniveling, sneering little jerks down there.
I agree.
Bianchi's taking pot shot after pot shot, and now he wants to shut up, go away.
Yeah. I would tend to agree.
I don't want anything to do with any of those guys.
No. So I personally, I've come out and said what I want, and I would like them to take 4 years and stay here. Now, that's not the popular choice in terms of, I don't think that's what the Jags really want, and I know it's an extra $200 million, but hell, if we're spending $2 billion combined, what's another $200 million? And I don't want to go renovate or get, Hodges Stadium with 28,000. I just don't think that's. I just hate losing Trevor here in town for a couple seasons, man. I hate it. So, and I know it's got to happen. I know it's got to get done, and it will get done, and I'm happy to do it, and I can't wait for the finished product, but I'd like them to stay here. I'd like them to stay here. That's what I would like, personally.
Listen, all things being equal, I would take the excuse our dust and let's do it here in 4, but it sure seems like that's the least favorite option of that. Now, it's early, so there's can be a lot develop between now and then. We have what is becoming more and more a sure thing when it comes to the pigskin.
It's that.
Coaches love to hear that. We'll bring in Jason Gibson on the hotline. Head coach
Dub.
of your Jacksonville Sharks, who just put another little 30-pointer on the opposition this weekend. How did ET do this week, Coach? How was he?
ET was fantastic.
Was he?
Yeah.
It's good. He's fantastic in the wins. He's just kind of so-so in the losses. It's been that way.
Well, that's what they say about me, too. So.
Well, listen, you took on a team. I believe you beat them earlier this year, but I also think that they had been undefeated on the road. I don't know how that happens, but no more. You had your way with them, and so give us the keys to Saturday night success and what has gotten you guys on a nice little run here, Coach.
We got a good team. We got a good team. When I mean that, we've got good character people. We got guys that we have very unselfish players. That they don't care who gets the credit. They just work hard and they practice hard.
Do you find that is that uncommon? I mean, you say that like that's a real bonus for you. Is it hard to find that, especially in a league where the turnover can be greater than maybe some other leagues?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think anybody will tell you, been on any team that's had a good run or they do really well, that the chemistry of the team matters. It matters who you're going to work with. And when everybody buys in and cares about the success of the guy next to you, this is not cliche, it really does matter. I don't have guys here that are whining and, give me the ball or I didn't make the tackle or why, they all buy in. So it's been doing that now for 5 or 6 weeks. We have a lot of success with it, and the more success we have with it, the more they buy in, the more they see it. It's just rolling right now. And to be honest, it was probably one of the worst games we played in the last 4 weeks. So it's going to be a long week of film for the players. I can guarantee you that. To be able to play bad and still have a pretty convincing win is the sign of a good team.
What bothered you the most, Coach?
Blowing assignments. We blew a lot of assignments.
Okay.
Fans don't see it at all. I see it.
Yeah.
Coaches see it. And so when you just make a mental mistake of just blowing assignments, and it happens, we've been on the road a couple weeks and you're getting banged up and it's mid-season. You can physically get beat on a play, but to mentally just blow an assignment, do the wrong thing. A little disappointed right now, but that's all right, though. We'll pass out some humble pie this week and get back at it.
Down 2 at the half, and then you came out and quick. You love doing that. I mean, this is where we always say it must have been that expert halftime talk you gave them. What was the difference coming out, though, you think?
Actually, the players kind of pulled it together. We didn't have the ball very much the first half. It was just constant we only had the ball maybe 18 plays. We just couldn't get on the field to score.
Yeah, I got you.
And then when we did get on the field, we scored, in a couple of plays and put the defense right back out there, and penalties kept some drives alive. So, but we just went at halftime, and it just we talked about staying hungry and effort and playing at home. But it was an unbelievable crowd, and it was fun. It was fun. It was loud. It helped.
Yeah, it's a great home. And I know we talked to you in the offseason. I mean, you knew all about Jacksonville and its reputation. It's lived up to it, hasn't it?
Oh man, that was the largest crowd I've seen.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the support, you got a lot of. I would imagine, like up in Albany, I bet you there's not the general population up in Albany is engaged and aware and and knows about them like Sharks fans do. It's been a long running and for the most part successful show here, and you are off to a fantastic start. Now, speaking of Albany, is there any chance that Antonio Brown plays this week?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, that's what I thought, right?
That's what they say.
Any chance Cam Newton comes in and joins for a game?
I hope they do. I'll see you guys on ESPN.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go.
That is very true. All right, so the Sharks just keep on keeping on.
4 in a row.
Nice 28-point win at home this weekend. Your quarterback continues to play very well. I know it's been a godsend for you here, and he gets to go home to Albany. I'm sure that always makes it a little bit more special for him. Your next home game is June 26th. Coach, you got a telephone number for us?
Yeah, man. 904-621-0700. That'll be the biggest game of the year. That'll be Carolina's coming in at 7-2.
Nice.
Hopefully, we'll be 7-2, and that'll be a matchup of the season. So
I think it's a Monday. Is it not a Monday night football game?
It's a Monday night game because UFC Saturday. So it's Monday night football in the tank.
Star Wars night, lightsabers everywhere, Darth Vader. What can go wrong?
Let's go.
All
right, Coach. Appreciate you.
All right,
Thank you, man. Good win this weekend. That's head coach Jason Gibson.
Only
of your
2 losses are
Jacksonville
by 1 point.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Yeah, they've been very good. And I like him winning, Dan. Yeah. He's a little more relaxed. I worry about him, E.T., when they lose, man. I mean, we had him there early in the year. They lost a couple home games, and I wasn't good monitoring that Main Street Bridge, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. All right, it is a Monday morning quarterback. We'll take a turn into the 9 o'clock hour. I don't know what you guys were up to last week, but
we've got some nasty coming. It's the Zion story. He's going to break it down for us. I've been waiting on that.
That is a nasty
Been sitting on this one since yesterday, but I knew I had to wait for 9 o'clock nasty. It involves...
What a difference between Zion and Austin Reeves, by the way.
Yeah, it's the Zion
Did
story.
you see Austin Reeves' new squeeze is?
Oh, Taylor?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not true. This is the drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. He scoops up the hot topics of the day and takes you into the night with hot talk and truth-telling. Whoa. Rick Ballou.
This is a gold mine. You almost let it get away.
Adding insight to truth for a fresh take.
Yeah, that is amazing. He should work for NASA or something like that.
Evenings on 1010XL.
Come to Bowden Eye Care for all your eye care needs. Hicken here. Did you know that diabetes is a leading cause of blindness? Affects up to 34 million Americans. Don't take diabetes lightly. If you have diabetes, see your favorite Bowden Eye Doc and save your vision. Bowden Eye, dedicated to the protection and preservation of the treasured gift of sight. Bowden Eye and Associates. Visit today for your personal consultation. Bowden Eye keeps the First Coast focused. New location for Bowden Eye now open off of County Road 210 in St. Johns County.
Now
at Hodges Mazda embrace every unexpected turn in a new 2023 Mazda CX-30. Lease a new 2023 Mazda CX-30 for only $259 a month. Lauren Brooks here. No matter where your path leads, the Mazda CX-30 is made to help you follow it. Plus, all vehicle purchases come with 2 years free maintenance. The sales staff works on salary, not commission, allowing them to put your best interest first. That's the Hodges Mazda difference. Visit them today or online at HodgesMazda.com. Dealer for details, $2,999 due at lease signing. Terms of lease for qualified lessees, 36-month lease expires July 5th, 2023.
We see some patients who come in and they have been in just so much pain for so long that they are just deflated.
But that's about to change because QC Kinetics provides hope for relief using all new regenerative treatments that concentrate your body's own healing properties into aching hips, back, shoulders, and knees. And Dr. Zuckerman, a medical director at QC Kinetics, loves watching the patient transformations.
One of the most amazing things is when I get to see a patient who, after a few months of our treatments, is just a completely different person. They are smiling and happy, and the weight of the world is off their shoulders because we were able to take away their pain.
And that's with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime.
It's just amazing to be able to change people's lives like that. It's very gratifying.
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 904-274-5522. That's 904-274-5522. 904-274-5522.
Come to Bowden Eye for all your eye care needs. Hicken here. Did you know that diabetes is a leading cause of blindness and affects up to 34 million Americans? Please don't take diabetes lightly. If you have diabetes, see your favorite Bowden Eye doc and save your vision. Bowden Eye is dedicated to the protection and preservation of the treasured gift of sight. Bowden Eye & Associates. Visit today for your personal consultation. Keeping the First Coast focused. New location now open off County Road 210 in St. Johns County.
Clearwater. John, I can't even mow my side yard. It's so soggy. Man, my builder sucks.
Brent, calm down. This is a common problem in neighborhoods where houses are built too close together. You need gutters and a properly installed French drain that will soak up subsurface water. We can completely dry it up.
So I can take my builder off my speed dial now, huh?
Yeah, we got you, buddy. Let that builder bitterness go.
Clearwater irrigation
and drainage too.
Your home value is way up, and you can use that money right now. Pay off credit cards, remodel your house, both, whatever you want. Prosser here for Loan Pronto. Loan Pronto can convert that home equity into cash in as little as 2 weeks with no cost to you and zero hassle. Mike and Joan in Ponte Vedra called Loan Pronto. They did a Loan Pronto zero-cost cash-out refi. They got a check for $100,000, used $50 to pay off all their credit cards and a car loan, and used the other $50 to upgrade their master bath and kitchen. They locked in new APR in the 2s and lowered their total monthly bills by hundreds of dollars. Hello? What are you waiting on? Call Loan Pronto now. Convert your home value into cash and put that money to good use. Do it now, and you can even skip your next 2 house payments. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, subject to lender approval. Not all loans apply.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
It's time to tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops for the hottest gifts for dads and grads. Featuring the tailor-made Stealth 2 drivers. The Stealth 2 drivers combine 60 layers of carbon for more speed and longer distance to unlock forgiveness. And from Bushnell, the new Tour V6 Series laser rangefinders provide you the most accurate distances in golf. There's always gift cards for dads and grads in any amount. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee, and shop us in-store or online at edwinwattsgolfshops.com.
Hey, this is Stevie Beechurst of Beechurst Plumbing. Growing up in Jacksonville, I was always proud when my dad would point at a building and say, I did the plumbing for that. That's the same kind of pride we instill in every plumber here at Beechurst Plumbing. And that's the kind of pride you can expect when you hire Beechurst Plumbing for your home or business. Right now, we're doing spring specials to get your project going. To find out how we can help you, visit beechurstplumbing.com. BETROS plumbing.com. Beechurst Plumbing, here to help.
At Big Chief Tire, we care about your safety on the road. Frank Frangie here. We're proud to offer the best tire brands at affordable prices so you can drive safely and get more value out of your car without breaking the bank. Visit our new Orange Park location for brake repairs, tire replacements, oil changes, services, and more. Call 904-932-0950 or visit BigChiefTire.com to schedule an appointment at one of these 5 Jacksonville locations. We keep Jacks rolling.
All you weekend warriors want to start your Saturday or Sunday off right? Head on down to A BBQ for our delicious brunch menu. Mouth-watering prime brisket hashed to our smokehouse meats Benedict.
Yum.
And for those who like it light, we also have our avocado toast. We've got all your brunch boozy favorites too, like mimosas and bloodies, always on special. So come and join us this weekend and treat yourself to the best brunch in town. A BBQ. Love it first bite. A BBQ. Meet and drink with us.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, brought to you by the YMCA of Florida's First Coast IMET. Your Jacksonville Sharks picked up the dub over the weekend at the Tank over the Fayetteville Mustangs by a score of 63-35, making it their 4th W in a row. Your Sharks are now 2nd in the division with an 8-6 record. And in some other local sports news, Dane Myers hit a pair of home runs, and Devin Smeltzer tossed a 7-inning complete game to help the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp split their de facto doubleheader against the Nashville Sound, 6-4 and 8-2. Following their off day today, the Jumbo Shrimp opened up a 6-game series with the Memphis Redbirds this Tuesday at 7:05. Currently it's 9:10 and it's 77 degrees. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air Conditioning. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Valor, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Keeping Catlin Truck Accessories busy this morning with the speed monitoring system that we have imposed, and JTB is just loaded up this morning. So you travel on JTB, keep those speeds down, keep that cash in your pocket, and don't forget everything from radar detection to bed liners to bug shields. Catlin Truck Accessories.
His name is Zion. He leaves the girls crying. Now they're all spying. He gonna end up buying.
He's going to lose his girlfriend because when you have a girl that you're about to have a baby with, it's probably best to not have a continuing, ongoing relationship with a porn star.
So Zion Williamson just...
Is there something wrong with just finding a good, down-to-earth, normal girl?
So Zion's been an epic disaster since coming into the association. Injuries. Again, the Dan Hicken draft party was held with hopes of getting Zion, and Ja is also a problem, and old RJ just keeps chugging along, I guess, in New York. But so Zion, tell us the Zion story. What exactly is going on?
I'll tell you the story.
With our guy.
He's having a baby with his real girlfriend, and he's had this pseudo girlfriend, this porn star girl.
Well, I don't think she's the only one.
Yeah, it's a couple of them.
Okay.
There's a couple of them.
Sort of starting to chime in a little bit.
Yeah, they're starting to chime in, but the one, the pseudo girlfriend, she has it in her head that they had a relationship, and Zion gave someone else what she wanted, which was a baby, and she's just going crazy.
Oh, I thought it was an STD. No, my bad. Yeah. So the porn star girl wanted the baby, or one of the other girlfriends wanted the baby?
The porn star girl. She's just really upset that Zion is having a baby with someone else.
Yeah, I'm sure the baby mom is probably not real happy that the porn star is involved either. Just saying.
Right?
And then there's a third.
There's a third.
What does she do? I mean, I can only guess. Sex trafficker? I mean, what are we doing?
So,
can we not? I mean, seriously, Zion.
So then the Zion camp, and again, allow me to...
By the way, Zion's sending porn girl like $200,000 a year. Just shooting off 20 grand here, 15 grand there.
So then the Zion camp, in a obvious move of damage control, throws a foundation giveaway up, has a big press conference. Daddy comes out and starts preaching.
Yeah, he was preaching. Yeah,
he was preaching a little bit, telling us he loves his son.
I believe he ended his speech with,
yes.
What was it?
Yeah.
Believe nothing that you hear and half of what you see.
Well, yes. I can believe the screenshots that she sent me from the text that Zion's sending her. So, Pops, with all due respect, I mean, unless we had one heck of a Photoshop going on from, the porn star, I'm sure she's big into the Photoshop.
Zion.
Yeah, we got the receipts here, buddy.
Zion bought some uniforms for some kids who can't afford them, about $250,000.
Yeah.
Try to kind of cover up all the other.
Put some of that money into where it can
Instead of just sending the porn star money, I'm going to go ahead and give the kids some money as well.
Just a little bit. As for the Pelicans, I'm just going to keep taking theirs. I mean, feel free to play a little bit there, fat boy. I mean, come on, man. He may have found, by the way, the one butt in the industry bigger than his. It's like, that's I don't know, that's close there. What's her name? Mariah something?
It was like Mariah.
Murphy or Mills.
You seem to know it fairly well, right?
Yeah,
earlier,
of course
going
I
to
did.
break.
I looked at the story. I know the story.
All right.
Yeah, 100% know the story.
E, do we know of this lady? Is she a famous?
Yeah, I didn't know about it.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't?
Are there famous ones anymore? I mean, you just
Good question.
Just go to online.com and it's everywhere. I mean, it's just.
But,
are there famous ones still?
Yeah,
okay.
there's some famous.
I won't ask you to name them. That's fine. It's cool. I believe you. I believe you. Yeah.
Zion has played. Oh, jeez. Stand by. How many games has he played?
Not enough.
29, 61, and 24.
In 3 years in the league?
Yeah.
That's just gross.
Yeah.
Is 29 the COVID year, or was it the year after?
I think he was the year after, wasn't he?
20? No.
He's been a...
No, 20. He was COVID.
He's been a disaster. 1 year at Duke.
Right, because he played in the tournament. If he were at Duke, he would not have played in the tournament in 2020 because of COVID.
Oh, yeah.
There was no tournament. Right? Remember Zion played and what's-his-face? Cam Reddish didn't?
Oh, yeah. So Zion, yeah. Actually, and he missed a whole year, too. So he's 4 years in the league, and he's played in 114 games. So out of a possible 320,
yeah,
he's played
that's terrible.
114.
Yeah, and by the way, there's this damning kind of implication that he should be.
Right.
Now, the Pelicans can take credit for that if they want. I mean, whatever. I don't understand. You got a guy on the bench who's doing 360 dunks in street clothes, before the game. I don't understand. By the way, what is it you're saving him for, you idiots? So what do you have him for? 1 more year in his rookie deal? I mean, New Orleans acts like they're saving him. For who? The next team? Maybe they're saving him for Mariah.
Well, he signed his extension last year.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's
he goes
true.
$13 million this year. Oh, $13 million he made. Now he goes 33.
Well, he made
36.
According to the screenshots, he probably made about 9, and she made about 4. I mean, he is sending this. He's sending the star literally $100,000 a month.
Yeah, he's sending him a big cash.
Yeah, just firing off twice a week, $16,000, $21,000. I know she don't want a baby. She wants that cash to keep coming, man.
Yeah, she's upset the cash ain't gonna come anymore.
It's hard to imagine. And again, whatever I would think that for the relationship to work, you'd probably have to leave the industry. It's just a thought. I mean, I don't know. People are run different, I guess. I mean, and you can run, I guess, with a adult entertainment actress. A relationship with one, oof. You want to push the standards of jealousy past a point that just is not possible. I don't know. People are built different, I guess.
Yeah.
People look at it different.
E, did you have a pop quiz for us? Oh, he does.
I do. So, gentlemen, over the weekend I ran across this list, and I'm like, I bet the guys could probably name all 32 of these.
It's a hell of a quiz.
Oh, yeah. So
Jeepers.
It's
32.
It's every NFL team's leading receiver.
From?
All time.
Oh,
all time. Whenever I look at it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure the guys can get this. So I'll say the team. And I'm pretty sure.
Let's just say, let's don't sell ourselves short yet, Dan Hicken. I think we can do this.
49ers.
Jerry Rice.
Yeah, Jerry Rice.
Cardinals.
Fitz.
Raiders.
That's one.
Tim Brown.
Is it yards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yards. Colts.
Harrison.
Rams.
Easy.
Bruce.
Houston Texans.
The Houston. It's Hopkins.
Andre Johnson.
Oh, yeah, Andre.
Yep. Okay.
D-Hop, by the way, visiting Nashville.
Buffalo Bills.
Lofton, you think? No, Andre Reed.
Andre Reed.
Okay. Seattle Seahawks.
Largent.
Dallas Cowboys.
I want to say, was that
Witten?
Yards? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Witten.
That's a good one. Okay.
Atlanta Falcons.
It's going to be Julio, I think. Yeah.
Minnesota Vikings.
That's going to be, that's a hard one, man.
Moss or Carter? Carter was in Philly for a little while, but
I'd say Moss.
Say Moss over Carter?
Oh, Carter's in the hall, right? He's got a ton of yards. Yeah, let's go Carter.
Carter. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jimmy.
Jay.
Panthers.
Steve
Smith.
Pittsburgh.
Hines Ward.
Washington.
Shows you how, by the way, as we pause, that shows you how much the passing game has changed.
Yeah.
Because Lynn Swann was fantastic over-the-top receiver. They just didn't throw it much. Who was next?
Washington.
Oh, Art Monk.
Chargers.
It's going to be
Jefferson or
it could be
Gates.
Hold on, we're thinking. What about Keenan Allen?
No.
No way.
No. Gates had huge numbers, but
had catches. I don't know about yards. What about Lance Allworth? He's too AFL-ish? Is that pre? Is that registered at all or no?
No.
It's not.
I think it's Gates.
All right, Antonio Gates. How much do you know?
11,841.
That's a lot.
A lot of yards.
Jets.
That's old school. That's
not Maynard?
Yeah, Maynard. Don Maynard.
You're impressed with that one, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
You never heard of mayonnaise.
I did it.
That's Joe Willie's guy.
Yeah, I was Namath's guy.
Detroit Lions.
Calvin Johnson.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of sneak Herman Moore in on the backside.
Denver Broncos.
You know who that is? That's the dude from Elway. It's Rod Smith, I think.
Jimmy's brother.
Rod Smith, yeah.
Kansas City.
Gonzalez or...
It's Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Ocho.
It's Ocho Cinco? Over Pickens? I would have said Pickens.
Oh, yeah.
Bucks.
Evans?
Wow, that's not very good. How many does he have?
10,000.
Already?
425. Patriots.
Ty, wasn't it? It's old. Old guy. Tom don't have nobody. Unless it's Gronk.
Oh, what about, it's yards, though?
Yeah. Yards.
I mean, is it Stanley Morgan?
Yeah, I'm telling you. Green Bay.
Driver. No?
Is it? Wow. I was thinking Sterling Sharp.
Saints.
The Saints are going to be, that's a hard one.
It's the 7th round guy. I'm like Hofstra.
Oh, Colston, Marcus Colston?
Yeah.
Giants.
God, that's an old franchise, but they didn't throw it. These are all new guys. So the Giants is what's their number, by the way?
9,497.
It's probably one of Eli's boys.
No, what is it? Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like Amani Toomer?
Yes.
Wow.
Eagles.
That's Hall of Famer, Jacksonville's
Harold
own
Carmichael.
Harold Carmichael.
Still, all these years.
8,978. Miami Dolphins.
Super
Duper.
Cleveland Browns.
What does Super Duper have?
Super Duper had 8,869.
He could have more.
Cleveland Browns.
Browns all time should have been Julio Jones. They traded. Let's see. Boy, that's is it Ozzie Newsome, you think?
Yeah.
Oilers. I'm sorry, not the Oilers. The Titans.
Oh, could that be former Jaguar?
It's Derek Mason, isn't it? No, Yancey Thigpen. No.
You said.
Was
you
the Titans?
Titans.
Are they the Oilers franchise?
He said Oilers, so it's an Oiler.
Okay.
No.
Ernest Givens, maybe.
That's who I was. The Jaguar.
Yeah. Haywood Jeffries. Who is it?
Givens.
Wow.
All right. Baltimore Ravens.
Wow.
That's Mason.
Yeah, boy. What does he have? 5,000 for them?
5,777. And then for the perfect score, Chicago.
We got a little help,
Chicago
by the way.
Bears.
We bounced around a little bit. The Bears, all-time leading receiver.
Bears.
Yeah, they have never been much of a passing game.
Who do we settle on with the Bears? Like
back in the day,
Willie Gault.
Yeah, but I don't think he had enough. They didn't pass.
Well, who else would beat him?
Got to be somebody recently, dude. They've had to have. Yeah, who did they have?
Willie Gaul had all the long.
They had they had a guy. Gosh, the Bears have not had any receivers.
No.
Who was Cutler's receiver? Oh, the guy who went to. I know, Brandon Marshall.
No.
Oh. You say no like it's a dumb answer.
I don't think it's dumb, but I think he had like 2. He didn't play there long, did he?
I don't know, but who they had? What about
Oh, you son of a gun!
What about
the last one? I'll tell you this. I've never heard of this guy.
Okay, well we've heard.
Have you heard of Willie Gaul?
No, and it's not him.
It's not him.
You've never heard what year then? Okay, give us the years.
All right, it doesn't say the
Okay.
years.
How many yards is it?
5,000.
It's probably somebody old. Who they had way back in the day? Ditka? No, he's heard of him.
Yeah, he knows him. I have no idea.
So it's got to be somebody older, like Danny Abramowitz. Who?
Oh, come on.
Is it? Is it? Oh man, bro. I wish I knew the time period.
I don't.
Give me the initials.
JM.
JM.
They called him Johnny Magic.
Close.
Johnny. Oh, is it?
Manziel.
Johnny Moore.
Johnny Morris.
Never heard of him.
Don't know him.
Yeah, that's
Johnny
forever
Morris.
ago. Yeah, never heard of Johnny Morris.
Taylor!
How bad are the Bears? Hey, by the way, and that's also aren't the Bears? They've never had an X amount of passing yards in a season. They're terrible. The Bears passing game, that's terrible. In today's day and age, Dan, of the passing attack, that their all-time leader is Johnny Morris, who had to play 60s or earlier, right?
5,000 yards.
Have you ever heard of Johnny Morris?
58 to 67.
I mean, your leading receiver.
A little bit better than Harlan Hill. Alshon Jeffrey third. Peyton fourth. Willie Gaul ninth.
Walter Payton.
Brandon
your
Marshall
leading
13th.
receiver. Passing today is like 20 times more productive than then, and your leader still played in the 1960s, Hick. 57 to 68.
Damn, Bears.
Oof. This is the drill, the Monday Morning Quarterback.
Damn, Bears.
Divorcementonly.com.
Jaguars fans and 1010XL.
It was a special year for the city, for everybody, and couldn't have done it without all you guys supporting us. So we're thankful for you guys. Those last 2 home games were games I'll never forget.
1010XL, home of Jaguars fans. The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Here's Linda Beaver.
We know that you have options when it comes to buying or servicing your vehicle. We also know that not all experiences are created equal. We promise when you choose to do business with Beaver, you will always get a genuine smile when you arrive, commitment to what you need to accomplish with your purchase or service, and lifelong relationships with a team that cares. Pair all that with a huge selection of inventory. You can't go wrong with Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine or Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville. We promise we're here to wow ya.
Hey, Hicken here from my friends at Shark Coatings. I love my garage, man. I love it because I had Shark Coatings come by, and you can too. All you got to do is go to sharkfloorcoatings.com. Sharkfloorcoatings.com. Get your free estimate. Then decide what pattern you want. I went with Pebble Beach. And let the boys take over and do the rest. And, man, do they do it. 15-year warranty, no problem. So much better than epoxy. And you know what? They get it done in one day. It's anything concrete, pools, driveways, patios. You got to see it to believe it. It's Shark Coatings. Go to sharkfloorcoatings.com. You will thank me later.
All Weather Contractors is hiring experienced roofing team members now. If you want the most competitive pay for your experience, eager for opportunity and advancement, and if bonuses, benefits, 401k programs, and employee stock ownership opportunities sound appealing, we should talk. We're a full-service multifamily and commercial construction company focused on building better careers for people with a purpose. Build a better career in the commercial roofing industry. Apply online at allweathercontractors.com today.
There's a new butcher in town. We're talking a vacuum marinating, sausage grinding, take and bake siding, value pricing, full service butcher. And our name is Southern Steer.
Now open in Ortega. For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
I'm Jeff Middlecoff with Trustline Mortgage. My business partners, Alan Tyre, Bill Pappas, and Ken Rimley, have been helping clients all over Florida with their construction perm loans for 34 years. Construction perm loans are not easy to find because a lot of banks and credit unions don't understand them, and therefore they don't like to do them. Well, your problem is solved. Trustline Mortgage wants to help you build your dream home. Our construction perm loans are single close, so you save money by not having to close twice, like with other lenders. Some of our construction perm loans allow you to lock in your interest rate up front. And if interest rates go down, we'll give you the better rate. We offer up to 100% VA loans, up to 96.5% for FHA loans, and up to 95% for conventional loans. Call Trustline Mortgage today at 381-LOAN. That's 381-LOAN to find out how we can help you build your dream home. Or visit our website at trustlinemortgage.com. Trust your instincts and follow the line to Trustline Mortgage.
Certain restrictions apply. See office for details. Trustline is an equal housing lender. MLS number 331480.
Flickering lights and hot switches can be annoying. They can also signal a major problem or electrical emergency. So leave it to the pros and Mr. Sparky.
8Sparky.
Your on-time electrician, Mr. Sparky of the First Coast.
No games, no problem.
That's the crazy part.
Football season's always in season on Jaguars Today with Mike Dempsey, Fat Tony, and E.T.
From the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute studios.
10 to noon weekdays on 1010XL.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. With the weather now hot as can be, look ahead and get that backyard ready for fall with a new open-air or screened-in enclosure. Maximize the space you have and make it great with Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. They truly are the best in the business. So if you have the space and the idea, give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Tell them Prosser sent you.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Bet you're driving to work, right? Wouldn't you rather be heading to the marina to hop on a boat? Hi, I'm Lisa the Boatanista with Freedom Boat Club, and I'm here to change your whole perspective of what driving is about. Imagine showing up to the dock, stepping out on the boat of your choice, and then heading off to new adventures. What is your passion? Wakeboarding, tubing, fishing, or cruising? And when you're done, you'll be home relaxing, enjoying great memories while someone else is cleaning the boat. Your boat is waiting for you at the dock, but where are you? We have a constantly growing fleet in 3 locations: Jacksonville Beach, Julington Creek, and St. Augustine, including deck boats, pontoon boats, skiing boats, and fishing boats. Why not pick the first boat you're going to drive? Visit us at freedomboatclub.com. Your fleet is waiting in Jacksonville, Jacksonville Beach, and St. Augustine, and over 350 locations across the United States, including Canada and Europe.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Valor, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
You know them, you love them. They're New York City headlines, and they're about to take place. Right
well,
here
they're
on
actual
the
headlines. We can't make them up. Dan's not that creative. This is what's going on in our biggest city in the country.
Without further ado, E, if you could crank it up. Thank you, friend.
Spreading the news is what we're doing.
Streets of rage. New York City street brawl murder is a surreal sign of what's to come.
It is kind of like Escape from New York, sci-fi reality is what we're living in.
Heartbreaking videos show couple on wedding day before groom drowned while snorkeling in Hawaii.
Any good news in the papers today?
Vehicle trapped in rubble of I-95 collapse as overpass could take months to repair.
Did you see that? Philadelphia, a major stretch of I-95 collapsed after some tanker blew up. Really, life is like a John Wick movie, it feels like.
Grief author accused of killing hubby Googled luxury prisons for rich after his murder.
I think that if any nation's author would kill her husband, it would be a Greek. I don't know why. It is probably not fair.
Grief author. Paige Sporanic, other sports personalities call out Baby Gronk's dad for sliding into DMs. I'm not sure why you'd want to slide into Paige's DM there, Baby Gronk Daddy.
Baby Gronk Daddy is going to be a real creep, isn't he? That's why we're going to. And Baby Gronk, they're going to put the fake tats on him, and he's going to score 3 touchdowns in an 8-and-under game, and Baby Gronk Dad is going to do something way untoward at some point.
Beauty and a thief, busty influencer arrested for string of bank robberies.
Zion bailed her out.
Take a mulligan, golfer tackled by security trying to celebrate Nick Taylor's 72-foot putt.
In fairness, Adam Hadwin looks like anything but a pro athlete. He just looks like some dude hanging out watching the golf.
Putting on a show, best dressed stars take center stage at the Tony Awards.
And you just told me you enjoyed the Tonys last night.
He did.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
I'm not going there. But, Lupita, she's basically naked. Lupita.
Heads to Google.
You know Lupita?
That's Black Panther, right?
Yeah, Lupita. Anyway.
Something wrong with that?
Let me find some more. Tanks are exploding. 3 UK divers dead after huge blaze engulfs tour boat on Red Sea.
Spanning the globe today.
Oh, yeah.
We went to Greece.
Getting cozy. Aaron rumored girlfriend attend Ed Sheeran show at MetLife.
I am definitely not putting any bets down that he'll marry said girlfriend.
Unabomber Ted Kaczynski previously tried to hang himself with his underwear.
Seems like he'd have blown himself up. That's just me.
Where there's a bill, there's a way. Milkshake singer on rumored beau Bill Murray. Blessed, rich, and happy.
My milkshake brings all the boys in the yard? Is that who he's dating?
Yeah.
She's 40. He's 72.
Well, at least she's 40, man. Okay. So, listen, after the whole Pacino thing, or De Niro, who was it? Was it Pacino?
Yeah, it was Pacino, yeah.
After that, 72-40 seems like May, December.
Still got it. Tom Brady jokes of ending retirement while nailing drone with football from yacht.
You know who Mr. Beast is? You ever heard of him?
No.
He's a big YouTube personality. That was one of his gigs.
Oh. Meg to differ, which Megan Fox responds to desperate claims that she forces sons to wear girls' clothes.
Yeah, I saw that storyline. I read an article on that, and that's how she. Yeah, and I met Megan Fox in person. She did not put any kind of spell on me.
Well, maybe she
did. No, she didn't. I don't think. Nothing's happened. It is. Look, the dude, here's what happened. So Megan Fox has 3 boys, and she makes them all dressed like girls, apparently. Takes them to the park where, one of the other parents.
The nanny takes them to the park.
Well, that's true, too, because she doesn't really know her.
She's busy.
She drinks blood, bro.
Yeah.
If you drink blood, you have a mental illness. Am I wrong?
You ain't wrong.
If you drink blood, you're not right. Maybe, you should have, few nannies and maybe supervised visitation.
Should Lupita put on a blouse there?
Come on, Lupita.
Oh, did you say? Let me take a look.
Lupita, come on.
Lupita, put on a blouse. That's all I'm asking.
Where is she?
You want to see Lupita?
Of course I do. What do I look like?
There's Lupita.
What is that? That almost looks like one of those T-shirts with the artwork.
I thought
what they look like?
I thought it was painting.
That's no bueno. Lupita,
Yeah, nah, Lupita.
That doesn't work, Lupita.
That ain't it, man.
That's not working, Lupita.
Lupita, that's not a good look, Lupita.
Well,
that could be a good look if it was a different, right? You see what I'm saying?
Situation.
But yeah, Lupita with a no bra, that's not a good look.
Oh, hey, Dan.
Yes, sir.
Jeff, you don't know about the shirt that Dan wore to a party, do you?
What happened?
The pineapple.
What happened with the pineapple?
Yeah, by the way, we all wore pineapple shirts down on vacation just to
What happened? What's the problem? Did something happen? Did I miss a good funny or something?
It was a good funny.
Yeah, it was a really good funny.
Well, they were making fun of him?
Yeah, they were at the original wear.
Where were you wearing it to, and where is this thing?
It was a graduation party, and
you felt
I
like
walked in with a pineapple shirt, and it was
like a shirt like you're wearing now, but with pineapples on it.
No, and it had some upside down pineapples, and apparently that's a sign that you're swinging. So.
Oh yeah, I think I did see something about the upside down. But did you have anyone like? And then suddenly he went away for a weekend. I
felt a lot of the lady stares.
Just saying.
A lot of hope and dreams.
Stay settle down. I don't know if I go that far.
Not for me, for them. Our one-to-one financial poll question. Final results are in here. The boys want to go to Daytona. Where would you prefer the Jags to play? If once the city and the Jags come to an agreement? 35% say Daytona. 29.8 say take 4 years, stay here. 27.5 say Gainesville. 7.7 say Orlando. Almost 1,200 votes. So a lot of people's opinions.
Well, this became a little more because last week when they just talked about this new stadium of the future, and then the offshoot is what you do while they're doing the construction, and Lamping talked about the three that we've talked about, doing something here in town, playing in Gainesville, playing in Orlando, and then over the weekend the Daytona Speedway president announced that he's got a meeting scheduled with the Jags, so that has become topical. By the way, these are all of those locations we suggested the very morning that the story broke. I mean, there's only so many. I mean,
right.
You're at a Tallahassee would be pushing it to the edge. That's the only thing that we haven't mentioned that's even capable. And there's a couple options here that I don't really think are that viable. But we'll see. The two options of playing here and refurbishing or playing here for 4 years adds another couple $100 million to the price tag.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're already in a position where you're probably going to be trying to shave some money off the price tag, I would assume they go down to. How does that work, by the way?
What's that?
You rent the place from Daytona, or certainly there's cost involved there. No.
Yeah, you'd have to. If you go to somewhere like Daytona, you're going to have to invest.
A lot of money.
Yeah, $100 million, $200 million. You got to get a football field. You got to get seat. I mean, there's a lot at.
I do think that I think I remember seeing a story, Hick, when they redesigned, when they redid the track a few years back, that they did it with the idea in mind that they could do football moving forward. It wasn't really registering. I even think then at the time it was more thinking college. Like a bowl game or, a college game played there. But I also had someone on the text line this morning earlier say they went to one of those games at Bristol, and it was awful.
Oh, okay.
The college football game. And I could see at Daytona, you're a long way away, bro. You can't sit in this. You can't use their grandstands. Can you? You can't see the field from there, can you?
Well, you can probably, sell tickets there for $5 or something, $10.
You don't have to almost build, but you're gonna have to build up in front of them, though.
That's
you put them in the very top. Yeah, I don't.
Hold on, didn't they have was it Bristol where they had the Tennessee game?
Yeah, Tennessee Virginia Tech game. And they said that it didn't.
See how that looks.
Somebody said they went to the game though, and they were felt a million miles from the action.
The Battle of Bristol.
We've seen, and
yeah, I mean the track. It's like having a track around you, and then now there's some seating in the front there, but most of the fans are in the stands.
And in fairness, that's also a much smaller track. That's a mile, and Daytona's a 2.5 miles.
Well,
so
you
can't see from one side to the other.
No,
I mean, it's a mile from one end of that track to the next. At the stadium, it's 300 yards.
Right.
From the end of one stadium to the end of the other. That's times 3 or 4. I don't know. It seems like somewhere they're
Lamping said it's
already playing football.
Long shot.
Yeah, and it should be. Yeah. I mean, it should be. If it were easy to do.
But clearly what the fans are telling us, they don't want to drive
They want
that
the convenience.
Far. Yeah.
No, I think it's not just Gainesville, the length, it's the convenience. That's not a convenient trip. Mm-hmm. Daytona is super convenient.
Yeah.
You could get to Daytona. Honestly, I could get to Daytona from my house only about a half hour longer than it takes me to get downtown. One's going to take me a half hour, the other's going to take me an hour. Now, again, I live a little further south than some do. So, all right, come back. We'll introduce you to the team from Jaguars today. It's Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorcementOnly.com.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
This is the Big D. And we don't mean Dallas. 1010XL, Jacksonville's sports radio.
Only a Key Buick GMC receive employee pricing for everyone on all remaining 22 GMCs in stock. Also receive employee pricing on 23 GMC Acadias and Terrains, as well as financing available as low as 0.9% on all new GMC trucks. Key Buick GMC, the home of Jacksonville's clear pricing with no added markups, as well as the only Buick GMC dealership offering a lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade, corner of South Side and Gate. Please see dealer for details. EVs not included on employee pricing.
June is the start of hurricane season. Now is the perfect time to make sure your home is protected from those storms by scheduling a complimentary roof inspection with Universal Roof and Contracting. And right now, get 15% off your roofing project, plus flexible financing. This offer expires June 30th and restrictions apply. Universal Roof and Contracting, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. License number CCC 1330747, CVC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com. Yo, yo, yo! Are you looking for the lowest price on car insurance? ET here for Australia Car Insurance. Call 1-800-CAR-INSURANCE today. Australia is your quick and easy alternative to pay less for car insurance. Switch and save money. Call 1-800-CAR-INSURANCE today.
Did you know that many cooling companies are now part of big conglomerates with no connection to Northeast Florida? In the past, they have concentrated on heating and air conditioning, but after a buyout, many add plumbing and electrical services. This raises their overhead, and those costs are passed on to the consumer. It's a case where bigger isn't better, it's just more expensive. Not Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Mike Merritt remains family-owned and operated. Merritt's focus has been the same for more than 30 years, keeping Northeast Florida comfortable, no matter what the weather. And there are no overtime or weekend surcharges. Mike Merritt's team does not work on commission. They repair only what needs repair and offer replacements only on what can't be fixed. And unlike at giant corporations where you can feel like just another number, with Mike Merritt, you'll feel like number one. Florida license CACO 50384.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On June 12, 1975, Hank Aaron smacks his first home run in Milwaukee since 1965 as his new team, the Brewers, beat Oakland 9-7.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to our website, CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Men suffering from ED or PE, you'll see instant results on your first visit at Prime Men's Medical Center. For a limited time, your initial consultation and first treatment are totally free. You'll even get a gift that enhances performance in the bedroom. Call 904-664-8217.
This is Hayes Carline for QC Kinetics. Remember when you were going to get that pain fixed this year? Well, the year is almost halfway over. If you're still dealing with that pain, enough is enough. Pills are not the answer. Surgery is not the answer. You need to call QC Kinetics today at 904-274-5522. Set up a free consultation in Mandarin or Ponte Vedra. The advanced regenerative medicine solutions at QC Kinetics can give you a life without chronic joint pain. You can do all those summer activities you love. How do they do it? By taking healing properties from your own body and applying them right into your achy joint. Your tissue can be repaired and restored naturally. You can have life-changing results without drugs, surgery, or downtime. If you have pain in your knees, back, shoulders, hips, enough is enough. Call QC Kinetics now, 904-274-5522. That's 274-5522.
Hey folks, Hickett here with ZeroRez. You know, we all love living here in Jacksonville, FLA, and we're lucky to have so many families who serve or have served in the military. And our friends at ZeroRez are very aware and want to show their gratitude. So listen, if you have a family member who's on active duty or is a veteran, now is the time to call our friends at ZeroRez, because right now they want to give you 25% off carpet cleaning, 25% off tile and grout, upholstery, or Oriental rugs. Right now, 25% military discount on everything and anything. ZeroRez cleans. Oh, get the cleaning freaks out to your house. You'll be glad you did. ZeroRez, man. Spell it forward. ZeroRez, spell it back. It's the right way to clean.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Valor, the official personal injury law firm of the Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 2-minute drill. Brought to you by Tire Outlet. Tire Outlet is now hiring. Visit TireOutlet.com/careers. Equal opportunity employer.
Beautiful game.
Who did Argentina beat in the World Cup?
Yeah.
Brazil?
Exactly.
No, it wasn't Brazil. Wasn't it
France.
It was like Denmark, wasn't it?
It was Denmark.
Tony, or
it was Holland.
Who was it?
I thought it was France.
Was it France?
Yeah,
Maybe it was.
because they had won the last World Cup and they were in the final again. Yeah. Yeah, they were going for back-to-back.
Wow, good for
Thank you,
them.
Tony.
Maybe it was the semifinal, but
I'll let Jeff handle
Yeah.
the rest of this after that. What you just did is unconscionable.
But I'm pretty sure it was France, and penalty kicks too, right? I think it's the way that it wound
Yeah,
up.
3-3. Penalty kicks. You stop it.
Unconscionable.
You don't even know. That was your second guess anyway. By the way, okay, then you know what? Then when the person says no, you double down since you know. But not you. You just moved on to Brazil. Couldn't say it fast enough. France, no. Brazil. Couldn't say it. No. Norway. But he knew. See what I deal with, Tony?
I see it.
What you got coming up today, man?
We,
Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Dempsey is back from the vacay.
Nice.
So
We vacationed together. We had a wonderful time.
And our question of the day today asking, tell us who you think are the 5 most important core players currently on the Jacksonville Jaguars
Yeah, that
roster.
makes sense. ESPN's put a list out kind of ranking the cores, goes along with that. So we offered up our 5. I'm not sure it's kind of hard. You know, I think we probably have 7. I mean, what we determined is the 5 that ESPN listed we're fine with. There may be 2 more. Trayvon Walker kind of needs to be. I think it's fair to not say that he is right now. But and it's also fair to, I mean, should really be considered a core player when he hasn't played a game yet. And that's another one to kick around.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't see ETN on that other list. Is ETN's year not just being totally disregarded? The dude ran for 1,100 yards.
Yeah, ETN's kind of a funny one because, like, I saw Adam Shine last week had an article with players that he guarantees are going to have a better 23 than they did 22. And he picked 9 players. He had ETN on that list. And I was like, well, he had almost 1,500 total yards.
Yeah.
He was like 1,440.
I think he's being very underplayed. I mean, I see lists of top 10 running, but I think ETN did enough last year to be considered a top 10 running. What was he in rushing? 6th or 7th?
Something in there, yeah.
He had 1,100 yards. We went crazy for Leonard Fournette and his impact as a rookie, and ETN had more rushing yards than Fournette did that rookie
He did.
year, so.
Yep.
All right, we'll get into the core and more. It's Jaguars Today. It's coming up next. That'll do it to it for our Monday show. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback, DivorcementOnly.com for all the help you need and family rights from protecting the rights of men. It's DivorcementOnly.com. We'll see you tomorrow.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of